Hello. We're good. Hello there, everybody. I'm just sitting here with little Patches who you guys don't get to see very often. She doesn't come downstairs too much. I thought I'd have a chance to have her say hello. Hello, little squirt. How you doing? You don't normally let me pick you up. Come here. Come here. Let me get that stuff out your eye. There you go. She's just down here for some treats. I think she's tired of being picked up now. Okay. Well, hello everybody. Good day. Welcome back to yet another stream of Minecraft Staff Factor 4. I got a little bit of work done today. Actually got a fair amount of bit of work done today. And I look forward to seeing what we're going to take care of. So, let's see. Make sure I've got everything up and running correctly here. That's good. That's good. And a good day. Welcome. All right. So, let's see. What have we achieved? Let's talk about it, shall we? So I went ahead and we unlocked blue mulch yesterday. I went ahead and just made it. And replaced all the saplings with blue mulch. I didn't have to do anything. Blue mulch is actually very easy to make. Actually, let me just do it as mulch. And because I forgot there was an achievement involved with it, I ended up getting the achievement. Blue mulch, you just need black mulch, which we already had. Wither dust, which I already had wither skulls automated, so that was super easy. And then blue slime crystal, which is just cooking blue slimy mud, which is just dirt, sand, and slime ball, which I had a ton of. So I made a whole bunch of things there. Yes, I'm sorry, I was late for that. The kitties wanted some treats, and then Patchy wanted some pets, and she's not easy to get a hold of. So sorry for the lateness. So yes, we've got all of our saplings, at least out here, updated with blue mulch. I did one thing I didn't have to, and that is something we talked about earlier. Cocoa beans. We were running out of the cocoa beans, which is something that was a concern. So what I did, even though I don't really need this running anymore, it irritated me to think that it had stopped working. So what I did was automate just a room of jungle saplings, sending cocoa beans directly into the system and everything else into a trash can. I built that little door there, figured I'd use it for something. Let's see. Weiss procedure went very well. We found that it is, the response we've got, it is not cancer at this point. So it was something called endometritis or osis. I'm not good at it, but it's, I guess, something common. She just had a very, very extreme version of it. So she's still pretty sore. She's on some pain meds. They went in and removed a bunch of stuff. So she'll be a little slow going for a few weeks here. All right. So what else did I do? I did go ahead and slap our wireless charger back down just so I had that. Did I do anything else? I did some other stuff. All right. So first of all, let's go down here. I went ahead and finished filling out the other 3 corners of our fission reactor that we built yesterday. Okay, so it is now making 4 times the amount of power. I also then went inside and I added a second farm up top for thorium because, as I was concerned was happening, TBU fuel was just not producing fast enough to run this system. Now it's making it faster that it can use it. And that's good because I need all of this power to get the mechanism reactor, which we're going to get an air-cooled one running today is my goal. And then we're going to have to figure out how to do a water-cooled one. But I want to do an air-cooled one, get it up and running. Well, let me rephrase. Get it up and charging. It takes a long time to turn that on. I don't even know if it'll be charged in time for this stream. If it's not, I won't fire it up until next time we meet. Let's see. Can you show your induction matrix? So this is it right here, actually. Induction matrix. So induction matrix, I got it 5 by 5 by 5 by 5. I can't break it or I'll lose all my power inside, but I'm using the highest level of components. So there's different induction cells and induction providers, and you want to have a matching number. So if I got 4 basic induction cells, I want 4 basic induction providers. I'm running 4 of each of the largest, which is ultimate induction cell, ultimate induction power, and that means this can hold 819.2 GRF, which I can never remember exactly what that is, but it's building up in power, and that's all that matters. It is gaining the power very slowly. I mean, my matrix is working just fine. It is working currently. I don't have anything outputting because I don't have it set up, but yeah, currently I'm running it 4 cells, 4 providers with a dimension of 5 by 5 by 5, and it is working just fine. Again, the placement of the things inside don't have to be specific. I set them up that way based on some of the different designs and stuff that I came across, but the matrix is working perfectly fine. It is gaining power, and we don't have anything linked to this network yet, to the Juicy Power one, so I'm saving up that power, if you would. But I did have this running a bit today because I wanted to have that filled up. Yeah, I wasn't sure, Awkward, but because I've been doing my input port, this is my input port. Induction port and induction port. Green is input, red is output. So I used a widgety thing to do that. So there's I can't remember what it's called. I forget. It's a wand looking thing. That's part of that mod. But I convert configurator. Haha, that's what it was. Configurator, and I use this to convert it for output. Weirding gadget work. What area does it cover? Weirding gadget. I know I've done a tutorial on it, but I never use it. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not what I'm thinking. Weirding gadget. So weirding gadget is a chunk loader. Keeps a 5 by 5 chunk area loaded, centered around the gadget. So when you set that gadget down, a 5 by 5 chunk, with that being the center point. So, I mean, we can even look at it from this. Imagine if this side of this wall was the ground, right? We're looking down on it. If I set my weirding gadget in the middle of this block, then that 5 by 5 chunk will stay loaded as if I'm standing inside of it. If that makes sense. Okay? Having some hard time there, Bubby. So yeah, so that and now a chunk is large, of course, right? We can take a quick look at a chunk here. Let's see, which one is the chunk button? Is it 9? There it is, F9. So you could pull up your chunk borders if you want a chunk, and that'll give you an idea of F9 will activate that. This is a chunk. So a 5 by 5 grid, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that space is what would stay loaded with the weirding gadget being in the center. F9 will pull that up. So if you want to see, if you want to set one down and say, okay, is this close enough? As you can see, the yellow line's in the middle. Yellow line's always in the middle when you're in there. You can see exactly. F9 will let you cycle through that. That's just a big old whole mess of there. Port. Let's see. What and how's the wording? Okay, you're very welcome, John. Happy I could help. All right, there we go. Okay. I also did what I said I was going to do yesterday. I took an uncrafting grinder, set it up over here. So now it's automatically set up where it's powered. Where'd that block go? Crap, I didn't get that block. Hang on. And I've got it powered, and it's automatically wirelessly sending stuff into the system. Whatever it repairs. So now anything I take apart with that will just automatically feed back into the system. I did make a couple old compact machines because we are going to need compact machines for the fuels that we're going to use for our mechanism reactor, which is the second thing we're going to do today. I've made a secondary room over here. This is where I'm going to put the 2 mechanism reactors. I'm going to have one side by side. We're going to build an air-cooled one first. Then we're going to figure out how to build a water-cooled one, which I don't think is too awfully different. Physically, it's basically the same build to my knowledge. Other than I need water in there. And we'll figure out how that works. But yeah, this is just a little room. Keep those 2 power sources next to each other. My matter overdrive reactor, that is going to go in the overworld. And I haven't decided where I'm going to put the nuclear craft one yet. Fusion reactor, as it is. But right now, this reactor is producing 138,000 RF per tick. And I've got a negative 11,000 cooling. So it's nowhere near being in danger of any type of melting. It's super cooled at this point. I use the exact same pattern. And yes, you can go in there when it's on. I use the exact same pattern on all 4 corners. I didn't really go beyond that. I just wanted to increase it some. You can leave that door open too. It doesn't cause any problems. But at this point, first thing we're going to do today is we're going to recycle our depleted TBU fuel, which has been going into here. Oh, no problem, John. Have a good one, sir. We're going to recycle that, I think, or we're just going to put it in the system. I haven't decided yet. I've yet to use the material that it makes for anything else, but you can break it into components. So for now, I think we'll just put it into the system. So let's we can always break it down later if we need to. Wireless. Let's grab one of those. And we'll need a GUPS. There's a GUPS. Now I'm actually going to replace the chest with this wireless. I'm not going to bother having a chest down here. It's just going to go ahead and auto-fill directly into the GUPS. Pick all that up. And then... whoop. You know, I should have done that before I came down here. Whoops. Let's see, where are we gonna... we're gonna sink our GUPS to. Who do we sink in that to? To. I got a lot of cocoa beans going in there, so I changed that one. This one should be okay. I think we'll do that one. Alright, and then we'll make a folder for depleted TBU fuel. Get that up in there. Whoops. You better stay open. And now we set that in there. So there we go. So that is now going into the system. If we need those for anything later, we can break them down. There's a component that'll break that into some other different components. But for the life of me, I can't remember. I break them down, but I don't remember why. I can't remember if there's something I need from them or not. If so, we'll worry about that when we get there. Let me check my materials here. This is dry. Hold on. I am getting some more materials built up here. And then I'm going to show you guys something kind of cool. You can let me know what we're going to do with it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do a bit more iron. I burned through a lot of iron. Now that I've got the blue mulch in there, a lot of this stuff should go a lot faster. If I even need to use it. What does Draven mean by that? Why is he being so cryptic? Well, we'll find out in a moment. Today I did some duping. And when it comes to our netherrack, I duped a lot. So we should be able to get our octuple. But before we do that, the question I have to ask is, with my 102 points, do I go ahead and unlock Project E and bring that into this portfolio of fun we're about to have? It could definitely make some of our components, like the reactors and things, potentially a little bit easier. So I was thinking, since it was really the last big thing I gave a damn about, I mean, I'm okay with Mistcraft. Mistcraft could be beneficial in as much that I could make worlds that provide some of the materials I need for reactors and draw it directly from those worlds. That's something we could do. If you're interested in testing that out as a theory, I could dupe for 5 minutes and get us 25 more points. I don't really care too much about Insanium, and I don't care too much about these. So we have Project E available to us, which would be cool because I haven't had Project E this whole time. And that could be fun to play with. So that's a whole mess of things to mess with Project E. A lot of people were asking about Project E over the last few episodes. What is it? How does it work? What does it do? That's a good time to potentially show you. So I'm thinking I'm going to put it in there. No, I don't like it there. Where am I going to put it? What is Project E? Climber, you have answered my question. We are going to go and unlock it. Project E is a mod that you cannot access in a regular playthrough. You have to unlock it in Prestige first. Now that I've unlocked it, I have access to it in this playthrough. If I save up 250 points, and by this next step, I can then use it in any world I play from this point on. So let's talk about Project E. So Project E gives every block an EMC score. See how that says EMC 1? Versus 81 versus 729. That's their value, okay? So if it has an EMC, that means you can put it in a transmutation table. If it doesn't have EMC, it's not compatible with Project E. Transmutation table will turn that into a fuel source or a currency called EMC, which I could then use that EMC to make one of these and bring it right back out again. Or I could use it to make anything else I've ever put in there that has EMC. So let's work on a transmutation table, which is one of the things we're going to work on today. But before we do that, let's see if we can get this netherrack achievement out of the way. Septuplet is the big one, is it not? Quadruple, quint, sextuplet. Sextuplet. I have 2,000 of these. That makes septuplet. I did so much duping with these today. And there it is. Are you ready for it? Here we go. Achievement! Nether regions. Octubal netherrack completed. I was getting all those points today, so I just duped a whole lot. So, not only that, I can make a lot of these. Like, a lot. Well, I thought I could. Six. Oh, that's a set. Wait a minute. Maybe not. Where's that? Sextuple. Septuple. Where's septuple? There it is. I only had one of those left. I could convert these a lot more. But I have 7 octubal compressed. They're worth 43 million EMC, which is one of the reasons I wanted to have those. But most importantly, that's another achievement. Excellent. We are one step closer to full achievement domination. The one achievement I got today was this one. I also realized I missed these 3 achievements down here. Right? This would be, I could totally forgot this achievement down here. I don't even know how I missed it. I got that achievement for completing the page, but then I must have unlocked this later with something else, but I don't know what. A tablet, both. Tablet, table, yeah, either. I'm going to make both. The tablet's just a mobile version of it. The table's also handle. Oh, you're good. I'm definitely going to have probably a couple of each. But now that we have that out of the way, today we're going to blow up a chicken and get that chicken achievement too, because I just found that like right now. I did not realize. Let me make sure nothing else is opened up that I missed. Because if we got to blow up, I mean, I can't leave an achievement undone, except that one, which is broken. We have to quickly blow up a chicken. My God almighty. All right, let's do that real quick. This should be a relatively quick and easy thing to do. I need a mob. Where will I find a mob? The Nether. The Nether's the easy place to find a mob. I forgot I moved the cake. Now I'm over here. It's okay. We can fly. Let's see. So basically, for this achievement, I just have to swab something. I don't know if you can swab an android. Do you have DNA? Whoop. Lag. Yep. I swabbed them. There's one achievement down. Ow! Why you gotta be like that? There. Cake. That's going to probably take me to the overworld. If you run through that, the chicken feed achievement didn't work. Oh, I've never had a problem with that one. Good. Okay, so we've got the swab. Part number 1. Now, chicken feed, seeds, swab, and DNA. So I need a bucket of experience, which I already have one of those there. Convenience. Seed, okay. Seed, bucket, swab, chicken feed. Now we just have to feed a chicken. There's a second achievement. Feed the chickens. And we're going to feed it to a chicken.
Happy birthday, Taco!
There we go. And we got the achievement egg hunt. There we go. Knock those 3 out real quick. I just hated that they were out there. Be honest, Climber, I hadn't worried about it right now. It hasn't been high on my priority list, to be honest. I've been trying to get some of these reactor things up and going. That was a 5-second thing, so I cleared that out. What was the other thing I was talking about a moment ago? Oh, transmutation, yes. To answer the question, for those people who are asking what Project E is. So let's... Now that transmutation is available, so is better armor, weapons, and gear that did not exist in the game. There's your transmutation table. You can have a tablet, which is a portable version. You can have a transmutation table. This is what you need. Obsidian, stone, and a philosopher's stone. Well, obviously, these outside things are pretty easy. we need a Philosopher's Stone, which is also pretty easy. Transmutation table. That's what this is. So we need a place for it. Where's a cool place for this? I didn't... That. There it is. There it is. Alright, and... let me grab ourselves a block of... do I have any polished? I do. That looks nice. We'll slap it on this. Alright, this is a transmutation table. This is the primary thing of Project D. So here we can see transmutation. It has an EMC of 0. I don't have any EMC in there yet. Okay? And this shows all the things I know how to make with it, which is obviously nothing. So let's go ahead and grab some of the most basic stuff in the game. I'll grab some cobblestone. Oops. Wrong. Cobblestone. Grab a stack of that. We'll grab some dirt. Grab some of that. Grab some... now, not everything will go in the table. Only things that have EMC. And their values greatly differ. We'll grab that. We'll grab that. We'll grab some sticks. Do I have any sticks there? Not worried about it. Okay. So here we go. So I'm going to go over here and I have... let's just grab one of these. So I take this and I'm going to burn it. Burp. That means I learned how to make that. So now I have 32 EMC, or EMC, which is the value of an oak wood. So I can make an oak wood. Use my EMC again. Right? So basically I put it in, I took it out. Now, if I put that in there, say I want oak wood, thunk, learned that, dirt, cobblestone. So I put in 4 different things, but I could just take it all out as wood. So I'm converting points from one thing into others. So one of the goals is to get as many of the different, as much EMC as you can in here, because once it's in here, you've learned how to make it. So again, one of the easiest examples we're going to use is this right here, an octuple. So most things cost a couple hundred, maybe even 1,000 if they're real expensive. An octuple is worth 43 million. You can just shift left click to put those in there. I now have enough EMC to basically do everything I want in the rest of the game. Right? So that's just an example. Now I'm going to grab all of this sugar cane I had. 11 billion. And if I want to take it back out as compressed, I can totally do that. We'll grab those. Does that have EMC? No. So this is when we start looking. That market does. Upgradable Geo does. We've talked about that. Who doesn't want to be able to pull one of those right out? The chests do not. That doesn't. Spiderhead doesn't. A wireless charger does. Filing cabinets does. Imagine the convenience there, right? Can't do compact machines, sadly. So there's a few things we'll toss in there. Learn to make it. Learn now. There's a bunch more. A market. If I want to make an upgradable geothermal, I can just go ahead and pull one right out. I can go out and pull 2 out. I can pull 3 out. Now these won't have all of the upgrades in them like the one I threw in there. You don't get bonus points for that. So don't throw your upgrades in there. Hang on to them. I didn't mind that bad because I can duplicate these anytime I want. But yeah, so anything in here that has an EMC, you do. Now, one of the best things to do with that is diamond. Diamond blocks are worth a lot. So what a lot of people will do is set up a diamond block farm. It's worth 73,000. That's pretty good. I'm going to throw that in there, not because I need it, but because I want to be able to make more of them. With that amount of EMC, I can blow out stacks and stacks, right? So making the octuple things and hanging on to them is awesome. Even if you do want to throw them in the Matter Overdrive reactor like we talked about yesterday, throw them in here first, and you can make more of them later if you want, if you have enough EMC. So basically what you want to kind of do is go in here and find everything. So as you can see, acorns, resin don't work, but leaves do, right? Saplings do. So when you think about it from that point of view, right? Imagine if you're at the very early part of the game, right? And you need a bunch of iron. Now, you could sit and hump iron saplings all day, but if you've got a ton of dirt and a ton of wood that you've got from all this stuff you've been trying to get to that point, you throw those in and turn that into iron now. You're converting one thing into another. So this is another good example of where I talked about earlier, like when you're using your hopping bonsais, make a folder for everything, right? Because if you are going to play with Project D, Every one of those things are just now potential fuels. Singularities, I don't believe they do. I don't think they. We'll check. I don't believe they do. No, I don't. If I remember correctly, that is something that is not compatible. But again, you can see what it does. Like none of the AE stuff does. Right? Let's try this. Simple storage does. So if you're looking for yet another reason why I like simple storage over ME, I can replicate my simple storage over and over and over and over and over again using EMC to expand my filing cabinets, my files. I can build extra controllers just using very small amounts of EMCs in the grand scheme of things. All my cables, but you can't do that with any of the AE stuff. AE still got to build it. So it's all a matter of scrolling over it to see what's got it, you know? And so, like, a lot of this stuff will, if it does, like, okay, so the catalyst will, the regular singularity does not. So the catalysts, am I going to need those anytime soon? Probably not. Advancement book, that will. I can put flowers in there. And you think about that early game as well, right? Maybe you don't have dye seeds yet. But you've only got one flower and you need 5. Throw it in there. Trade wood. Now you've got all the dye you need for whatever type of thing you're making early game. Arrows, leaves, saplings, right? Can't do that. That doesn't work. A lot of the Twilight Forest stuff will not. Ingots will, obviously. You definitely want to throw in all your ingots. And just keep feeding them in there. And the more stuff you throw in there, the more stuff you can trade your EMC to get. Simple Storage fanboy, 100%. That's 100%. I can only find more reasons to use Simple Storage. I haven't found a reason not to at this point. But yeah, so, I mean, I'm not going to do that right now on camera, but I'm going to go back through, probably off camera, and find every single thing in here that has an EMC value and toss at least one of them in here so we can make them whenever you want. Hanzo points out another great thing. It's all stored in here, right? If I throw 100 wood in, I can use the EMC to pull 100 wood out, but it takes 0 storage space. Everything I've thrown in here is inside this tablet. Now, I would still say you'd want to use the cabinet because you got to remember that acorns and resin won't go in here. So if you want the amber, you still need to have a filing cabinet to get that stuff. But again, acorn and resin, once you turn it into amber, which itself does not have an EMC, but the ingots do. So, you know, I was saying I'm going to make more iron. A stack of iron costs 256. Oh no, sorry, 256 each. A stack is 16,000. So think about that. By tossing that in there, 16,000. How much can I make with 11 billion? Right? Super, super easy. What's up, Steven? So yeah, a million ways to use it, a million benefits to do so. Okay, so we've got. Oh, do I have netherrack on here? Black hole filling up. There it is. Netherrack. Oh, I marked it off already. Come on, flip pages. Flip. Okay. Import cables. Yes, everything from Simple Storage will work. So, storage cables. Now, the one downside to this is, I want you to think about it this way, right? Because again, I'm open and honest, right? I don't have a remote for that. So if I throw everything in there, I can't access it. That's where we come up with this. And that is a Transmutation tablet. Now you need another table for that. So I'm going to need another one of these. Or make another table. Then I'm going to make a tablet. Oh, wait, I need something for the tablet. What do I need? Oh, dark matter block. That's a whole nother thing. Okay. Because now there's things in here you've probably never seen before. So we're going to look at those in a minute. Like Tome of Knowledge, that's a project ebook, but there's no recipe. So dark matter blocks require dark matter, which is a block of diamonds surrounded by Eternalis fuel, Morbius fuel. These are things you may have never seen before. So once I go through that process and make a tablet, I then have a remote to my transmutation table. And I can access it from anywhere. I don't think it crosses zones. If I go to the nether, I don't believe I have it there. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think it does. We'd have to check. I don't remember. Can you pipe things into the tablet? Yes, you can pipe things directly into the tablet. In the last time I did Project E, I was doing... oh, that's a good call. Good call. Thank you very much. See, if you don't want to lose the thing, you don't have to put it in the fire. You can just put it in the left and it'll learn it, and then you can take it back out again. I forgot to mention that. But if you're not going to use it, throw it in there, now it's in there. Either way. So now that I've got that in there, next time I don't have to make that whole Philosopher's Stone and all that business again. You can use it anywhere? Excellent. Thank you very much. So, one of my favorite things about Project E is this guy right here. A Watch of Flowing Time. I adore the Watch of Flowing Time. And it's so easy to make, except the dark matter part. But a Watch of Flowing Time will allow you to speed up time within a specific area. So, you've got your blue mulch, which is the fastest mulch. But what if we could make it 10 times faster? You can do that with a Watch of Flowing Time. You can also move time backwards as well. All right, so let's see. So, again, there's a lot of stuff. Now, we also talked about, let's just pull up Project E here. So, Project E, here's where we get to the dark matter tools and the red matter tools, with the Qatar and the Morning Star being phenomenal. Then you get the dark matter helmet and the red matter gear. And the red matter gear is probably the best gear in the game. It even takes a steamy poop on top of Supremium gear that I usually tout as the best, because it is the best if you don't have Project E. Lots of different energy collection kits, alchemical chests, Morbius blocks, a bunch of cool trinkets that do different things. So there's a fun bit of stuff in here to play with, but how this stuff works with your regular stuff is phenomenal. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having a Philosopher's Stone. I made a couple. I should probably throw one in there. There we go. But again, it's all a matter of just pulling out and loading in. See, I don't have one of those. I don't have one of those. So anytime I have extra of something, I'm going to throw it in there so I can learn how to use it. If I make something, I'm going to make an extra bit of it, if I can, if it has an EMC value, to toss it in there. Now, I don't think... Inferium. Yeah, none of the mystical stuff works that way, unfortunately. Information screen. I'm never going to use that. I'm never going to need this reinforced obsidian again. Right? So, I mean, why leave them in there? Throw them in there. That's just more EMC, and I learned to make that stuff. Clears out inventory. Alright, so now we have Project E. That's a ton of fun. We're going to play with it and stuff, but we are still going to work towards our original goal, which is to start getting an air-cooled mechanism reactor at least up and charging. And then once we get it up and charging, because that can take like an hour or two, depending on the power source. Once we get that up and charging, then we'll come back here and we'll start fiddling around with some of the armor, the gear, and working with some of the Project E stuff. But I do want to get that mechanism thing up and charging because it does take a while to work. So let's take a look at that. Today we're going to work with a mechanism fusion reactor. That's all the stuff at the very last here. Okay? You can make it with glass or without glass. We're going to do glass because it's prettier. I'm just that way. Reactor frames. I don't remember how many I need, so we'll make a bunch. I did make some of the gear we'll need to do that. I did not make a bunch of these. Oop, and again, make a stack. Throw one in. Right? Why not? Throw it in there, and then we've got the ability to make that later. Right? I'm going to grab that, and that, because that's three things I've been thrown in there. Oops. I guess I threw them back in the system. That. Throw those in as well. And even if it's something you've already learned and you don't remember it, it just still turns to EMC. You don't lose anything. A lot of things like the upgrades and such don't work, and the alloys and some of the crush stuff doesn't work. Sulfur dust was. Substrate does not. You know, things of that nature. I don't believe almost anything with mechanism has... Oh, yeah, some of it does. The tanks do. None of the plastic blocks do. Not a lot of the mechanism stuff does. Some of it does. The balloons, none of the machines do. So mechanism's also one of the ones that doesn't work well with simple storage. Again, being honest, it's one of the things that doesn't work well with simple storage. At least it didn't Until we were shown this baby. Now I can throw mechanism in here all day long. I love that. The junk storage. One of my favorite things that we've come across so far in this playthrough. I need a bev. Oh, by the way, because I haven't said it yet today, hey, thanks for hanging out with me today. If you're having a good time or like me a little bit, it'd be great if you'd consider clicking that like button. Seriously helps the channel and takes just a second. Lemonade. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you can pipe stuff right into it. I built, inside a compact machine, I built a diamond farm with its own simple storage network and auto crafting to turn it into diamond blocks. And then I used watches of flowing times to drastically speed that up. And it just flowed diamond into this like it was no tomorrow. Yes. All right, so what we're talking about? Yeah, we got to build the frame. We got to get the frame up and going. Then we'll worry about fuels and all that stuff. I did build a couple compact machines because we're gonna fiddle with those a little bit, and hopefully we don't have any problems. All right, I don't even know why I just closed that off. I needed that. All right, so mechanism. Start with the easy stuff. Reactor ports. I need the reactor frames first. So I need some reactor frames. 64. They don't have EMC, so I'm not going to worry about it. We'll do 2 stacks. I don't think I'll need that many, but you never know. Careful with junk storage. It can downgrade things. Not run into that yet, but I will keep an eye out for it. And let's see. Fuels. EMC. Can't remember if it needs... No, it needs some lithium. I don't think deuterium has any form of EMC, because I don't think there's a physical form of it that I can remember. All right, so let's see. All right, so I need 3 reactor ports. They come in 2s, so we'll make 4. I'm going to need a reactor controller. Oh, what am I missing? Oh, basic gas tank. Okay. That has EMC. Throw that in there. Yeah, if it does, I want it, right? This is not. So there's the basic gas tank. Okay. Toss that in there, and then we can make our controller. It did not pull the gas tank. I hate that. Oh! It put it over here. That's my fault. Wait. Where's the gas tank? Oh, it didn't. I actually have a file for those? Do gas tanks have files? Oh, I guess I'll pull it out here. There's 2 of them. Okay. Gas tank. Let's try that again. Board. Controller, please. Thank you. Reactor controller. Excellent. Now, we need a laser focus matrix. I don't have any of the right glass. Reactor glass. I want some of that. No EMC. I need a focus matrix. We get 2. I didn't need 2, but I'll take 2. And then there's this reactor logic adapter. I haven't quite figured out a use for that yet. I'm sure there is one. I just don't know what it is. So we'll see. All right. Groovy. All right, so we've got the basic stuff to build. Is there anything I'm missing? I don't believe so. All right, let's go get the basic one built up. Leave room on the sides for what we're working with. I'm going to build it all out of these, then I'm going to bust it out for glass. I need to have some room on the back. I need to go, let's see, I'll leave 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll leave 3 in the middle. I'm going to bring that over 1 more. Hold on. I just want them to fit in here, but I need room to access the stuff on each side. There we go. One of those, one of those, one of those, one of those. Floor 1 is done. Oop, leg spike. That. All right, so here's my front. Here's where I'm gonna put my laser focusing matrix. And reactor port. 1, 2, 3. Just realized my phone's in my pocket, and it beeped. Turn the volume off on that. So I pull my interest after a 3-hour fraud examination record. Well, I'm glad I could help, Steven. Fraud examination case. That don't sound cool. Hopefully you're like not the, I was going to say culprit, but I guess that's not the right word. Victim, maybe? All right. So now we're going to build this to match the one beneath it. So basically this is the 4th level, and it's the same as the 2nd level. Now I'm going to rebuild part of this in glass in just a minute. I just like to go ahead and build it this way so I make sure I've got the right shape first. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Except we're going to pop that guy out, because that's where our controller is going to go. Boom. Technically it's formed, so it's technically done, but we're going to change that a little bit. We're going to take that, and that. I'm going to paste those with glass. I did not make enough glass. Oh, poo. Give me that. Where'd my matrix go? Matrix and glass. Little red puffs means you did it right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I get them all this time? I think I did. Okay. Ah! I hate when it like falls inward and you can't get it. Give me this stuff. Glass. Certain components can't be glass. They have to be solid. Alright, so I'm going to do the 3rd side as well, but I got to make some more glass. So, that was reactor glass. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead and bump that out right now so I can get it. Glass, 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 glass. Done. All right. Okay, so those are technically done. The extra stuff we have we'll use for the next one we make. So that is our mechanism reactor. It has been built. Now, we need a whole mess of stuff to get it up and running, but it's built, and that's the important part. Let's see. Assistant Corp, I know you'll say, well, it depends. Is there a gadget to replace things with another? There is. I don't use it much, but yes, there is. The exchanging gadget is the one you're looking for. I want to say I have a tutorial on that. Don't hold me to that. I believe I do. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Exchanging gadget. I do not. One moment. Occasionally I find something that I thought I did a tutorial on that I never did. Write that down so I don't forget it. Back to the stream here. No, sadly, no. I don't think any of the reactor parts do. Again, most of mechanism does not. All right, there we go. So I like that. Snazzy. So that's built. So we're going to have a fuel coming in here. We're going to have a fuel coming in here. Our power is going to come out the back side. I'll use the configurator for that. In fact, we could probably go ahead and do that now. That's nice, spell configurator. Configurator. All right, let's get in there. There we go. Output. So that's where my power is going to come out of this thing. Let's see. Hello, the Matt. Good day. All right. So now we have to get this thing charging. And we don't have fuels in it yet. I think it can charge without the fuels. I'm hoping. We're going to try. We need lasers. There they are. Lasers. No! Filthy tablets. Oh, no. It's going to make me do the tablets again. Okay, we got to go upstairs and do tablets. Hold on. Just so we don't run into this problem again. pull that wireless charging off so it doesn't mess this up. And lasers. I'll need plenty of these. Blah, 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 blah. Project E was really new at the time, so a lot of mods weren't that compatible. Very true. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Laser. 3, 4, 5. Let me see here. Okay. Now we need the actual thing that charges it. Laser amplifier. There it is. No! Not those things again. Damn it. That's alright. That one's not that hard to make. Alright, laser amplifier. Okay. Then we're gonna, that's where our flux is gonna come into play. Tutorial for everything in the gadgets except the exchanger one. Yeah, and that's the thing. I thought I did it, but again, you know, I don't. A lot of times I don't do all of one mod at a time unless it's like an introduction to, and I'm actually showing a process. I do it as I find things, so it's just possible I missed that one. I will just use some andesite right now. Andesite. We're gonna pull it out too. That's just a spacer. There we go. I think I put that on backwards. I think I did put that on backwards. Okay, so the red side, that's what's going to charge up this reactor. It's going to charge our lasers. But we have to charge each of these, and that will also require charging a laser. We also need a lever to make this thing work. And that's why one of these sides will not have a laser charging it. I'll have one coming on 4 of the sides, the top, left, right, back. But I will not have one on one side because I have to have a block for this. And let's see, how did I connect that last time? I believe that will work. Okay. Now we need lasers. So with lasers, we're going to go like this. 1, 2, I'm going to do a laser there. Do a laser on this side. We'll do a laser on the top. And I'm going to do a laser on the bottom. I didn't actually need to put that there. That one would have been fine. So the lasers I need to point in the direction, but they point the opposite direction that you put them. See I went sideways? I hate that. It's because I put it sideways. I have to actually be coming down on it for it to drop it that way. Point the right direction. A little bit lower. There we go. That one's focusing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect each one of these lasers to a battery. These are, again, just so I have something to connect the laser to, which unfortunately don't stack. Laser. See, I'm starting getting some red out there. I wonder why those ones are red and the one at the bottom isn't. Oh, it's already getting power. And that one's not. Interesting. Why is that one getting power? Oh, probably because it was charging in my inventory, maybe. No, just that one was. How strange. Oh well, won't question it. Never question things I do. I try not to question things I do. It makes me look unprofessional. Okay, get down as low as we can here to make that work. Ah, poo! Was not up enough. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. And we can break that one now. And this will be the last one. There we go. You have a mini one. Let's see here. Positive you have a mini one in part of one of your other. It's possible. It may have gotten mentioned in another video. That's always possible. Trying to decide whether I want to attach batteries to this or just go directly with flux. I can't remember if flux works directly. So I need to power something, so I need the crap. That pulls power out, so that puts power. I need points. Okay. Again, No, that's port. This is the one I need to charge stuff. Yes. Point. Okay, I need points. Do I have any? I do not. 4. I'm going to skip the battery this time. Just go straight in. I'm going to have to put one on the bottom of that. We'll fix that in a minute. And I'm going to need one more. I was short one. Once that's up. Ow! Ow! Lasers burn! Lasers burn! Hello, I'm fire. Literally, I'm also fire. Good Lord. Ow! More laser burns! Actually, I'm immune to fire, so I'm not too worried about it. But, you know, in theory, that would hurt. So, you know, science, just warning everybody. Here we go. So that's going. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I did one too many. I forgot. I blew up my lever. Whoops. I can't remember if a lever is going to work like this or not. I can't remember. Does the lever have to be physically touching that to work? I don't use levers that much. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not immune to... I was, but I think it's... Yeah, my charms complete. So are my speed charms. I need to fix those. I don't think that's going to work. It's also not taking any power, which is a problem. It's not taking any power. Why not? Normally, I know I have to leave one side uncharging because that's where I have to put my lever. I guess I'm going to have to break this bottom one and do it there. I think. Well, that was not what I meant to break. So... Technically, this is going to have to go on the bottom to work it like that, is it not? I believe. Oh, there it is. It is charging. You just can't see it yet. So I have to wait for this to get to at least the halfway point before I can fire this up, for it to have enough power to actually turn the reactor on. So as you can imagine, that takes a while. A long while. Which is part of the reason why I was trying to get a power head start over here. Because right now it should be pulling some of that out while this is continuing to put it in. So I just hope this lever works. I'm going to be mad. We're going to try it. Yep, it worked. Okay, so I just wasted what little power I put in there. I would rather do it now than before I got a bunch on there and then find out it doesn't work. So that works. We're building up the charge. When that gets halfway, we have enough to kickstart it. So now we have to do the other stuff. So I know that in here, I need to change the injection rates to 2, because I've done that before. I did not. Injection rate is 2 now. Okay. So this is the water cool one. So I've never messed with the water cool side of it. Interesting. Interesting. Why does it say injection? I think it may show 0 just until it changes, because it's actually saying it's set on 2. So I should be good there. So I've got to make a fuel to get that working. I have to have 2 fuels coming in on these 2 sides. That's where our compact machines are going to be coming from. And then we'll fire that up. All right, so that's built. I gotta let that charge. Now we got to start working on the fuels. And that should be pulling out now. Yes. Disable limit doesn't really do anything. Surge mode also didn't do anything on this. That's all right. It'll go. It'll play. And does any of this take EMC? No, no. Andesite does. Put my wireless charger back up so it'll keep charging me while I'm hanging out here. Put those in there. I don't remember if I put steel or diamond in there yet. I hadn't put diamond in there yet. Okay. Again, emking all the things. I love to emk things. S'more Smingets do not. Netherrack does. None of the essences do. Coal, all the basic stuff does. None of the ambers. Even the harder ingots are, so that's good. All right, so we got that, and got a few things in here. What's that? Disable the limit on the points on the lasers. The points on the lasers. Again, I don't use flux a lot, so it's very possible I'm doing something wrong with flux. Again, it doesn't do anything whenever I change anything on these, so I'm not sure. People always tell me to change these, but nothing ever happens. So it still stays at an output of 2000 RF maximum, which that may be the maximum that this can take power. I mean, this may if I remember when I first started fiddling with this, there was a maximum power this could take at a time. The laser can only produce so much. So putting more power into it doesn't help because this can only do a certain amount at a time. And it's at max. So as quickly as it's taking it, it's putting it out. Hello, Cubed Uncertainty. Thank you. All right. So let's see. Let's see what we've got. So a few things in there. So we need to get working on the fuels. So let's take a look at our fuels, right? Let me grab my fuels again. Bear with me one minute. All right, so I need tritium and deuterium, I believe, is the other one. Let me check to be sure. Let's see. I've got this saved here. Give me a moment. Let's see. Yeah, tritium and deuterium are the two fuels I need to get going. Yeah, the lasers are the limiter, not as much the flux. So, deuterium and tritium. Let's take a look at those. Tritium is a liquid, and it does not have EMC. So there's not a way to EMC any of the, well, creative, but I'm not in creative. So we have tritium is one of them, which is a process. That's the bigger of the two processes. This requires a lot. More importantly, this requires solar power. Crap, I forgot about that. I'm building it underground. That's okay. I can still make this work. So we have lithium. So I have to turn lithium into tritium. I just need a ton of lithium. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a compact machine that produces large quantities of lithium. And then we're going to build another compact machine that's going to build large quantities of deuterium. I think deuterium might actually be a little bit easier, but we'll see. Deuterium. There it is. We need it in a gas form, not a liquid. Mechanism, deuterium. So for that we need heavy water. This one's actually quite a bit easier to work. Oh, there comes the question from Cubed. Because the ME system is not as good. The ME system is inferior to the simple storage system. My opinion, of course. So I try not to downgrade whenever possible. But simple storage system Can do pretty much anything that an ME system can do, but it can do it earlier in the game with less materials. It'll store infinitely more amount of stuff, and on top of all that, it requires no power to do it. I was staying away from. Well, I said I was going to stay away from compact machines until I got to the fuels for the reactors. That's why I've been avoiding compact machines for other things as much as I could. So that way, if I can only use a few of them, I had it for these. Now, I won't need one for the deuterium. The deuterium just needs heavy water. We can do all that itself. Heavy water? I try not to sweat. I've done that before. Hear about that tsunami that hit Asia a few years ago? Try horrible. Very sad. So deuterium is pretty easy. That one we're going to rock out real quick because all we need is heavy water and an electrolytic separator turns it into deuterium. I will run it through a tank so that we have excess or extra storage, but that one's pretty easy. So for heavy water, it takes a pump with a filter, and I've got to remember how to do it, but yes. Let's see. Super fast farms that produce tons and tons and tons of essence. How do you get supremium? Well, I mean, the basic function of supremium is to change the essences from one level to the next. So let's take a look at it. So supremium, if you want to make a supremium, I have to throw that back in there. If you want to make a supremium essence, you take 4 superium with either an infusion crystal or a master crystal will make you a supremium. Each color does the same thing. You're going to go all the way back to the most basic. So you'll have your inferium, you'll combine those. 4 of those makes one of these. 4 of these makes one of these, and so on and so forth. That's the basic way of getting it. If you'd like to get it a lot faster, you can get it automatically dropping from withers, or if you're using deep mob learning, using the simulation chamber, you can get supremium from a couple of the different data models automatically, which is what I choose to do because then I don't have to have all the materials to kill withers. I can just level that up with polymer. So I believe the dragon one will also give you supremium. I want to say there's 3, but 2 I know for sure. The dragon and the wither one will give you supremium automatically. Need a station. That is correct. Stations are good stuff. Oh, let's see. Lose energy? Kind of, yeah. You should be okay though. It's not that problem. You don't need a charging station is what you're looking for. Not an Android station. Android station you need to do abilities and stuff. But just a regular charging station will keep you charged. Charging stations aren't too hard to make, and I highly recommend going into the upgrades and adding 2 upgrades, which for some reason my upgrades are not here, which is breaking my heart because I need those. Why don't I have those? Hold on a minute. Oh, that's right. I moved it. Oh, crap. One moment. I'm glad you brought that up. If you do the range ones, it increases it by 800%, which, is a lot. And will cover majority of your home area and base. Let's see. Speed, power, failsafe, range upgrade. That's the one I'm looking for. And of course not. Need 2 of these. 1, 2. Oh, those have EMC. We're going to grab those, and I haven't EMC'd that yet. And let's go ahead and get those in there. And then for the range upgrade again, boop. 1 of those. 1 of those. I don't know if I've done gold or pearls. So there we go. Upgrades. Upgrades. Okay, well, it's only going to let me pull them off the bar. Okay. Upgrade. 1, 2. It uses more power, 800% charging. So yeah, grab yourself a charging station. Not too hard to make. Drop that down. But it shouldn't hurt you too much to not have it, because for your life points to be power is actually a perk you have to purchase. Yeah, you just get super slow. to change, there's a perk that changes energy to your life. Then you throw a battery in there. Let's see. Oh, you're very welcome, Thunder. Happy I could help. What is a charging station for? It charges you. So as an Android, which you'll see over here on the left-hand side, my Android abilities, charging station charges you because you're a robot now. So if you look in the upper left here, you'll see that it says I have 100% charge, 290% of my health. So I have way more health than I normally would have, and I automatically move at 140% speed. With an Android station, you can then throw yourself a battery in, and the bigger the battery, the more power you have, the basically more life you have. That said, burst damage can still kill you, which means the energy for your battery does transfer into you. So if you get like a big hit from something, I got hit by a Hydra once and it still killed me. But again, yeah, I just grabbed the battery. I had a 29 million one. So I'm at full 100% health at this point. Hello, Mr. Terry. Good day, sir. We have Project E. The world is a happy place again. All right, so I got that fixed. We were looking at, what were we looking at? Deuterium, that's right. We need to start working on that. So we need a pump. Electric pump, that's this guy. He does not have EMC. The buckets do. I don't know if I added those. I think I did. I think I did added those too. Well, be on the safe side. I didn't know buckets. Good. Okay. So I need a pump. I know I need a filter. There's a specific filter that makes that work. Filter upgrade. That one. Does not have EMC. Pulverized tin. It has EMC, and I don't know if I've thrown glass in there yet. So I did have glass in there. Didn't have that. Okay. Clear those out of the way. So that's going to give me that. I need water. Obviously. Water, of course, is super easy. All I need is a single bucket. This will need power, but we'll worry about that in a minute. Let's see. I have a couple machines that I have to run this through, but that should be okay. Yes, that should be perfectly fine. Filter upgrade. That's what allows it to, see, without the filter upgrade, it just pumps water. With the filter upgrade, it pumps heavy water. Get down in there. Now you're probably wondering why I'm doing the things that I do. It's because I like consistency. So even down underneath where the water is going to be, I want it to look like brick. Just to show you what I was doing there. Pull that out. Bucket of water. Done. All it needs is a water source block, and it is good to go. Then it needs power. So now we're going to grab that flux that I did not use earlier, which is already set to go. Bazinga. And that is going to start pumping heavy water. Easy enough, right? But I having issue with your stomach the last few days. Having to sit in a chair. I'm sorry to hear that, Terry. How is everything from the surgery, though? Is that going all right? Hopefully. Chocolate. Okay. Now, go back to deuterium. Heavy water has to go into an electrolytic separator. So that's what we need next. Except I'm not right block. Does not have EMC. Okay. Speed upgrades? Oh yeah, very much so. I just wanted to get it going. Let's set this down again so I can see which way it lines up. Alright, so it faces me. Whoops! That was a mistake. Stop that. Okay. I really don't like it. I really don't like it like that. Let's do it like that instead. deuterium will come out the left, which is what I want. Actually, I wonder if I could set that right on top. I can't remember if I can set that right on top. Let's find out. Hello, Stilex. Not to worry, things are going all right. Getting by anyways. Good, I can put it right on there. That saves me time. I'll need to give this power too, which I guess I could run just another flux on there. We're going to have so many of these points. I know it. Flux point. There, I made a few. There, you get power too. It's going to dump excess because I don't need it, and then deuterium is going to come over here. All right. So now I need a couple bricks or blocks of some kind. Let's see, what do I got? We'll grab andesite again because it pulls up automatically. Yes, that should work. Yeah, you too, boss. Have yourself a good one, man. All right, we're going to need a tank. I like to have a big old tank. A junk in my trunk, if you will. Basic gas tank. Sure, why not? Advanced gas tank. Sure, why not? Elite gas tank. I'd love it. And ultimate gas tank. Now, this is a great example of something I'm going to EMC, so I don't have to do those steps all over again. Because I'm going to need more of these tanks. No, not that. This. Ultimate gas tank. Well, I guess I already had it for some reason, but alright. I'll take it. Did I do it? I don't remember. Wish I'd given myself more space on the stairs. I'm so fast I keep hitting the top. Alright. So that's my ultimate tank. That's where my gas is going to go. Now I need to get in here and configure it. I need input on the left, which is great. That's what I want. Output on the front. It's already configured. Auto eject is on. Delicious. All I need are tubes. Tubs. Not tubs. Tubes. Hey, can I EMC those? Oh, I'm going to definitely make some extra of those. Because they do not store in any of the storage mediums. Tube. 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 Well, it doesn't seem to be going in. We'll work on that here in just a second. Oh no, it's taking it. Okay, it's getting it. And then, if we tube that, we are getting our first of our 2 fuels. That was the easy one. Deuterium. Already at 1,000. So the tank will allow us to build up excess. So if something happens and I have to shut something down, I've got a ton to go. Let's see what we got here. Does it have the same stuff? I believe it does. Can we pull basics? Gotcha. Thank you. Didn't progress in Twilight? You don't need the uncrafting table. What do you need? I don't think I've ever used one. What is it you need an uncrafting table for? I'm sure we can find something that'll do the same thing, but quicker. I've done everything without ever using one. So I'm sure there's something. Alright. Now we got the other one. I'm trying to decide if I want to try to do something insane or not. What do you mean it won't let you go anywhere? Like you can't get out of the building? You can't fly anymore? Or it won't let you go to any of the other, inside the other castles? If you kill the Naga, the next one you have to do is the castle. Well, if you're starting with the fact that he said he's killed the Naga but won't let him go anywhere else, the next thing you want is the one that looks like a tall castle to fight the Lich. Yeah, you can't go to any of those ones. They're locked. You can only go to the ones that just look like just hills, and you're looking for the one that's the castle. Each one you beat lets you go to the next one. So the next one is the castle to fight the Lich. You just got to fly around and find one. There'll be tons of them, but they randomly spawn in a grid. So all the different things show up. If you go in a straight line, There's always one past the next one. Just fly a little bit further, and it's kind of going around and finding one, you know. All right. Yeah, he said Naga. All right. So, let's see. So that one was easy. That one's not too bad. We can get rid of that. That. Put those away. Now we need the tritium. All right. So, I have to get liquid tritium, and I have to turn it into gas tritium. To get liquid tritium... No, that's not what I wanted. I need gas tritium, which comes from liquid tritium. To get liquid tritium... Why you don't give me other options? I hate when it does that. There it is. To get regular tritium, I need lithium in a solar neutron activator. Solar neutron activator. That in itself should not be that hard to make. Except it is. It's not, but you know. What am I missing? Top middle. Oh, that's easy. Is that got a... Okay. HDPE does not have an EMC. Alright, so there's a solar neutron. Then I need to run lithium into it. Let's test something. Because I'm a rebel like this. Titanium. Nope, that's the wrong one. It's got to be liquid lithium, which goes in a chemical oxidizer. So I need one of these now. Let's do that. That's going to take some stuff. I need the left and right. Okay, so I need another basic tank. And I need a personal chest. I need a chemical oxidizer, which will only pull one of the two. Chemical oxidizer, okay. Can't make a Twilight book. You can... Do you have Mystical Agriculture? Are you doing Prestige? I should ask that. If you have Mystical Agriculture, which I think you do because you're asking about Inferium earlier, make some dye seeds. Dye seeds, you can make ink sacs right out of that, in case you ever need it. And other things. Alright. So lithium is going to run into this. Which is then going to run into this. Let's do another tank. So I'm going to need a tank for this side as well. Ultimate gas tank. Did I pull that other one down? I did. Good. Okay. We need more tubes. Okay. So I need a condensator. I'm trying to test to see if this works. If this works, great. If not, I have to build this somewhere else. And that's why I'm trying to see if it'll work here. Oxidizer. This goes this very specific way. I'm trying to remember what it is. Can't remember if it'll let me do it like that. Will it auto run into it? Grab some lithium and some power and we'll find out. So I've got a little bit already. Lithium. And we'll grab that flux. Stirf. Not sure where it'll let me run power from. Let's check a couple here. Okay, that's working. And that runs on solar. Okay. Here we go. So that's making my lithium. Which should be, in theory... Okay, it's making it, but it's not transferring it. So it won't let me transfer it this way. Okay. Wait a minute. Is this what I'm forgetting? Does it have to go in the bottom? Well, can't remember. We'll see. Yes, it does. Okay. This needs solar, which means this needs the sun. I'm going to see if this works. Oh, I do need access for the sun. Yes, 100%. I'm going to see if I can just make a shaft of light all the way up and see if it'll go all the way down or not. And hope I don't have anything above this that I need. Sweet. Testing. It's working. Love it. Quartz glass. Glass. What? Oh, it's chisel. Chisel. I don't have a chisel. Make one of those real quick. Chisel. And I'll need some glass. That one should work. Perfect. Now, I'm up. Now, I just remembered I'm not going to do that. I have to break those because this is in the way over here. I need to move it over there. I just need to see if it worked. I forgot about that. But the important thing is it does. Now I got to figure out how to get this stuff out of there. And I think it has to come out of the front. Good news is it works. So it should also work if I spin it around. We're going to try that. Yes, that's how that has to work. Okay. All right, so I'm going to run this here. I'll have to put a new hole there, but that's fine. We can take care of that. That goes down there. Determined that that needs to come out of here. Oh, that did not set down correctly. Set that down again. Sets it sideways. Okay. So I need to set it here to go that. That's kind of right. Lining things up is the turd. Okay, there we go. There. Now that'll run that up into there. At least it should. Convert. I'll do upgrades on those. Just a system admin. I will show you here in just a second. Sorry, I missed your question there. What's after the Lich? I think after the Lich is the Abominable Snowman, the Yeti, I believe. I gotta rebuild the hole here, but this is where the actual hole is going to be now. Well, you don't have to give up, Mr. What is it that you're trying to do? I'm sorry, I know I've been trying to do that and watch you as well. What is it that you're looking to do? First of all, you don't need a book. You don't need a map. Yes, that can speed things up, but you don't need it. All you got to do is fly around. If you can fly, you're good. Just fly in any direction. There are, I guarantee you, hundreds of the castle you're looking for. You'll find one. I never use the map. Unless you're trying to find like some of the really, really hard ones to find, like say the Rams, or which you haven't got to them yet, but the Rams or the Hydra, the map might become useful. But where you're at right now, Trying to make a charging station. Excellent. All right, let me help you there. Charging station. You don't need anything in the Twilight Forest for that. Charging station. Charging station. Blah, 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 blah. All right. So what we're looking for here, right? So pearls, obviously you know where to get those. Dilithium. Which component is it that you're trying to get? Because tritium you can mine from any of the hills in the Twilight Forest if you want to. You can also get it in the Lost Cities, where I am right now. In fact, you'll have an easier time with it here. If you go make a Lost Cities cake, you can mine into any dome, and you're usually going to find it mixed within. If you want to get a bunch of it quick, I recommend setting up a laser drill. A laser drill will give you tons of it. Need a superconductor. Excellent. All right, let's get on that then. Superconductor. That's... Which one's a superconductor? Where is a superconductor for a charging station? Force field. Superconducting magnet. Okay. Is that what you're looking for? So basically you just need tritanium. Yeah, your best place to get tritanium is Lost Cities or a laser drill. If you make a laser drill, which is really easy to do, a laser drill gives you tritanium more than any other material. Give you an example. I haven't cleaned out mine in a while, so if I pull out just the word ore, you can see I've got a bunch of this, 200 coal ore. I got 1,000 tritanium ore just chilling there. Plastic ore, you're lacking everything. That's okay. We're going to help you out here. Let's do a laser drill. Very easy to do. Okay? We're going to pull up laser. All you need to get started is one laser base and one laser drill. Or you can go to the Lost Cities and just mine it on any of the domes, but then you got to mine for a while. It's whichever you'd prefer to do. If you're going to go to the Lost Cities, I recommend vein mining. You know, that would be the fastest. Grab you a good pick. But a laser drill is going to give you free tritanium, which is the prime thing that you're looking for. So you need one laser base and at least one laser drill, although you can connect 4 laser drills to one base. A base is plastic. Do you have plastic yet? That would be my next question, because if you don't have plastic, then mining is going to be the route you're going to want to go. I mean, you could automate plastic, but that's a whole nother step. I still recommend doing it, of course, because you're going to need plastic for a lot of other things that you're going to want. But if you do have plastic, then I recommend laser drill. If you don't, come to the Lost Cities and just mine. Here, let's take a quick moment to hit another dome real quick. See if we can find any. If you have supremium armor, which you might, vein mine. You don't have plastic yet. All right, so just go into one of these domes and vein mine. There's some right there. Tritanium ore. There's some more right there. It's pretty common to find. Oh, you're good, Mr. Taser. Don't even worry about it. We got your back. Hell, we're all mentally. I'm a child. I'm right there with you. You are fine. Seriously. And now I have a supremium pickaxe, so that puts me in a bit better of a position to be able to vein mine as much as I just did. Bitumen. Oh, I didn't have any of that. You're an android, so that's actually going to help because you don't have food. You don't have hunger anymore, so it's not going to starve you to vein mine a whole bunch. But you want to have a tool that's going to survive. You have an emerald. That's okay. Make a few of them. You're going to burn through them very quickly. If you have the ability to throw on breaking or mending any of that on there, great. But if not, I would take a few of them with you. Okay? And then just vein mine until you find a few of them. Right? So, let's see. How many we get out of that one? 4. So there's 4. There's what I got here. Another 4 here. So that's 8. That's almost half of your charging station right there. One moment, please. I might have a better answer for you. Not Android. I meant to say charging station, not Android station. So I said the wrong one. That was my fault. Where's the house? It's this way, I think. Yes. We may be doing this a lot harder. Hold on a minute. We've got a... You don't need that. The charging station is helpful because it's so extensive, but you're not really going to need that. Show you what I'm talking about. Wrench. Alright, so mine's gone. I pulled it off. My battery is at mostly 100%. Let's find a battery that's not. Here's a battery that's not at 100%. Okay? Let's test this. Let's test this. Don't even worry about those. Give me 1 second. I'm testing a theory for you. You don't have an Android station, so you can't put a battery in there yet. That's fine. You shouldn't need to. Android charging station. Let me get rid of... I'm pulling my battery out. Bear with me a moment. Okay. I'm at 100%. Let's see what we can do to fix that real quick. Bear with me a moment. I'm going to try to run. No. We're going to make you way quicker. Bear with me. We're going to do this a way faster way. I just want to check and make sure it works before I tell you wrong. Okay, I'm at 99%. Let's see if this will work. I'm trying to see if the regular wireless charger charges me as well, because I can't remember if it does or not. Power status enabled. Do you have a Flux network yet? What is after Yeti? Is it the mushroom? I think it's the mushroom in the maze. Oh, no problem, Mr. Taser. Well, I'll work on some options, and we will get it figured out for you. We'll get you into that next time. Where did I put all my stuff? There it is. It's got to recharge again. Yeah, every time I pick that up, I lose those. Is it the Ice Queen next? I can never remember. I don't have my range upgrades, but I really don't need them right now, so I'll worry about that later. Grab a battery for myself. Oh, it's in my hands. In my hands again. No problem, Salty Burrito. Snazzy name, by the way. I enjoy that. Throw some of this stuff away I don't need to be carrying now. Okay, let's get back to working here. What in the name of all that's Canadian has happened? Oh, no. I dug through sludge and didn't realize it. Okay, hang on. Let's fix that. There's the sludge pool. Okay. That was unexpected. It's not going to get any sunlight there. Ooh, look at that. A big old crude oil section. You don't see that every day. Should just be a couple of source blocks here. There we go. That'll fix that. Yee! We gotta wait for all that sludge to get out of here, and I'll plug up the hole. Junk storage, yes. Give me 1 second. I'll show you junk storage. Okay. There we go. Let me fix that hole. So junk storage, something we've come across this time. So junk storage is a block that is very cool. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Salted Burrito. I appreciate it. So junk storage is a block that you can connect just like you connect a chest or a cabinet. And what a junk storage does is it lets you stack things in the game that cannot go into a filing cabinet and are normally unstackable. So I can put machines in here. I can put in a bunch of this stuff. Shears, which I could probably make a folder for that. But building gadgets, all that kind of stuff that normally would work. It'll automatically go into this here. So I don't, now I'm able to access all of that stuff in my simple storage network without having to keep it in an overflow chest. Because an overflow chest, you can still pull it out, but you know, now I can put all my books in there and they'll stack, so they're technically taking up less space. So junk storage is a block that community member Hanzo introduced me to this time, which has been pretty boss. And connects the same way as a filing cabinet or a chest does to your simple storage. Very helpful. All right, so I don't. You know what? I'm gonna leave that hole there because I'm probably gonna have to reproduce this on the other side. All right, so this is, for all intents and purposes, working, except this will only work during the day, which is another reason why I really want to have a tank working here, because having the tank means it's something to run it at night while this is not getting power. Black hole units, you do not. You do not. School equals sleepy crappy hours of orange landmass. Whoa, okay. All right, so yeah, this is going to be building up over time. This is full now, but so now the big thing I need to do is now I need to get lithium going to this all the time. I really don't want to waste a tablet on that and just constantly use my EMC for this. That's an option, though. I don't know if I can export it from that. I know I can input it, but I don't know if I can export it. Later, Burrito. Have a good one. So, I was going to do like a straight-up compact machine. There is not, oddly enough. It has to have direct access to sunlight for that block to work. Yeah, I definitely need to put all the upgrades in. That's true. I'm trying to think of whether, instead of using a compact machine, I want to build a lithium farm on the other side of this wall. Because if I did that, then I could run the lithium into 2 of these, which would run both. I'm starting to think that that might be a better idea. So I could just build a lithium farm over here very easily. And then I could send that into both of these, which would work very well. Yes, Thunder. It's the exact same process. I already have this perfectly sized for this kind of space. Whoops! Well, fell out of my dome. Hey guys, we found the edge. That might be too far. All right then. Let's take the depth to 4. Still too much. I'm struggling with the... Oh, see, I forgot to hit OK. That's my fault. Bloop. There we go. That will more than work. Perfect. Oh, I'm about to hit the corner, aren't I? I don't like that. Don't like that at all. It's going to cut into my ability to make a good farm, but I can still make it work. I'll just have to build it this direction. Always make it work one way or the other. I've not found anything else in the game that'll provide power to that, unfortunately. Blah! Water! Why is there a little cave of water in here? How rude. Rude cave of water. Hey, there. I'll clear that up. Okay. Okay. Yes, this base is in the Lost Cities. The community chose me to build this one. I let the community pick where I built the base this playthrough, and this is what they chose. So this is where we are. Trying to figure out the best way to build a huge farm. And the problem is I've limited myself in space. Kind of. I could build one here, and I could build the second one over here. 2, 3, all right, count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't want to EMC the lithium. That's I specifically want to use a lithium farm. I want it to have its own source. Partially because I don't want to have something constantly draining my lithium or my EMC. Okay, so those did connect. Okay, I thought they might. Okay, let's pull that out. So I'm going to have to build this one. Which room do I got? I should have plenty of room to go this way. That should work perfectly fine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, space. 1, 2, 3, space. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 on the side. Excellent. That's perfectly the size I need. Let's check this one. I can't really go that direction. 2, 3, 4, space. 1, 2, 3, space. 1, 2, 3. Slightly smaller. Slightly smaller. How bad are you going to hurt me? Am I done with all the achievements? Not all of them. So the only wrong button. The only achievements I need are the fusion reactor, matter overdrive reactor, and the fill a black hole unit. But right now I'm building some mechanism fusion reactors, so I have enough power to kickstart the nuclear craft fusion reactors. So I'm actually going to, and I'm building 2 of them because I was asked to figure out how to do a water-cooled one, which I've never done. So we're going to do that as well. A nether base. I've not done a nether base. I've shied away from building in the nether primarily because it's just already so laggy from the lava. I don't deal with a lot of lag with my PC, but the nether still messes me up. And I'm running maximum RAM on the mod. So I try not to do in the nether if I can help it. I don't think I've done the hunting dimension. Never built one in the Twilight Forest. That's another thing. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's what I need for a. That's what I need for a couple farms here. Get those out of the way. I'm gonna need harvester of sorrows. Dun 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 dun. Which will be easy because I can run this off of the flux now. For space. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. How much room do you cover? I got 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. That'll cover all of that. So I have to, first of all, I got to pull the lithium. I got to convert the lithium into ingots. Then I got to crush the lithium and send the lithium into the next machine. That's why one reason I usually try to do a lot of this in a compact machine to cut out all those processes up here. But you're so silly, my kitty. But yeah, we can get this to work. And this gives me a little bit of room up here. Is it infinite nothingness? It is. I mean, in a non-skyblock world, it's just a world that's always night with a very high mob spawn. The only thing it would serve a purpose for that I've found is you can build a mob farm there, if you really want to. Because stuff spawns so quickly there. I find that a mob farm isn't as important to me as it used to be. Early game, I need it some. I mean, everybody does, right? But it's not long before a mob farm becomes obsolete. 2, 3, 4. Oop, leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Space. 1, 2, 3. All right, so this one I got to go a little bit further in. Good Lord. How far is this going to go back? There we go. That's the maximum. Okay, that'll work. Blork. I hate gravel. It's the devil. Okay. Keeps falling into the void. Yeah, you got to try to stay inside the building. Makes that much easier. As for prettying these rooms up, I'll do that later. I'm not... Right now, I'm just trying to get it up and running, so... That. Okay. So those are the basics of where those are going to go. And then each of these machines needs to... Each of these farms are going to run to... I think I'll run each of these things to a black hole unit and have the black hole unit feeding both of the reactors. That should work. 2 farms should be more than enough to... I could have technically gone up and done 2 farms on top of each other, which was the other thing I thought of. I'm actually going to seal this off and just put a single door here once I'm done. But it is what it is. But I have to auto-craft it, then crush it, and then I'm going to send it wirelessly to a chest, which will feed into the... That'll feed into the black hole. Both of them will feed into the same black hole. And the black hole unit will feed into the 2 machines. That should work. Okay. I can make this work. So I need... That's going to harvest my stuff. Then after the next machine I'll need is going to be auto crafter. I need 2 of those. I'm setting this up all the same at the same time, both of them. Auto crafter. Auto crafter. That's going to be after the auto crafter. It's going to have to crush. Let's make sure we've got the right block to do it. Lithium dusts. Richmond chamber. You can use a crusher. Okay, good stuff. Want to make sure. Sometimes it's got to be a manufactory, so I want to do it. So let's get ourselves a crusher or 2. Ah, poo. Lava. Okay. One moment. Draven needs lava. Lava. You know what I don't have? A lot of lava. I should fix that. Grab some buckets here. I have 1. That is not enough buckets. Yeah, that should work. Get a few in there in case I need them for something later. Should be done with the destruction gadget for a while. So I was doing crush herbs. There's 1. Do it again. There's 2. They don't stack? Of course they don't. Basic crushing factory. 1. Advanced crushing factory. 1. I did advanced. Elite crushing factory. I don't have enough for that, but I don't think I need it. An advanced should be enough. I do, but it only has like 8 buckets worth in it. I just haven't done anything with it yet. I don't think it has much lava left in it, to be honest with you. But I'm glad you said that, because I am going to need a black hole unit. Make that while I'm here. Yeah, it's only got like 8,000. It doesn't have a lot in it, unfortunately. Black hole unit. I should only need 1 of those. I'll bring some chests with me. I don't know if I emptied chests or not. I did not. Hey, bud. What goes on, bud? Oh, yeah. I definitely want to put some tubes in there while I'm thinking about it. Okay. All right, so that's going to crush it into the powder. The powder is what's going to feed into this. I'm going to need 2 wireless. I'll need 2 of these. 1, 2. I'm going to need cables. I don't need... Do I do any power cables? Nah, I'm just going to flux it all. Now I've got flux, I might as well use it. Probably need a bunch of those. And... what else? I know I'm missing something. Oh, yes, 2 trash cans. Sweet. Trash can. Later, Thunder. Have a good one. Enjoy your evening. What's up, Baldy? I didn't realize it was going to come out as Baldy. That's funny. I like that. Let's see. Wait a minute. Throw a nug in there while I'm here. All right, so we got those, got those, got those. That should be good. I don't have anything feeding into the table, actually. I got 11 billion in about 2 minutes. But that's because I put in 7 octuple compressed netherrack. And then a bunch of compressed sugar cane as well. So an octuple compressed sugar cane is worth 1.3 billion, and it's 43 million. So, what happened to my hair? It's messy today, I know. Sorry if it's all messed up. I took a nap earlier. I know I'm missing something else, but I cannot for the life of me think of what it is. We'll figure it out when we get down there. I've got to. What? Oh, I forgot to light it up down here. That's something I forgot. Flare. Slap one of those there for now. Should be enough, but just to be on the safe side. Nothing spawned in here yet. There we go. Oh, long hair. Oh, yeah, I cut the long hair off. Oh, Lord. Beginning of the year? Wasn't it? It had to be at the beginning of summer. The beard I just cut off about a month ago and went shorter beard again. But, yeah, I cut the long hair off a while back. Just because it was so hot. Our AC unit is not working well. It's only working about 30%, but it's going to be over $8,000 for me to replace it. So we've been just trying to get through this year the best we can so we can try to get that fixed next year. I just don't have a spare $8,000 kicking around. But boy, wouldn't that be nice. Trash can. That. You. That. I didn't even start the actual farm side of this yet. And then crusher. Auto eject on, output, input. Excellent, that should be fine. It's going to be you. Whoop. Lag spike. Oh no! Oh Lord, the game just crashed on me. Guys, I'm sorry about that. The game just crashed on me. I'm going to have to boot it up again. Hold on one second. So you have to just stare at the back of my screen. Sorry about that. It's going to take just a couple minutes. Oh God, my hair is all messed up today. Wrong way. Put that on instead. So yeah, sorry for my funky hair. By the way, again, thank you everybody who's come and hang out today. I appreciate you. If you've not already, please remember to click the like button. And if you haven't, be sure to subscribe. So you can hang out with us all the time. Not sure why the game crashed there. Should take me 2 or 3 minutes to get it booted up again. All right, let's see. Yeah, hopefully it shouldn't go back too far. Shouldn't take but just a second. There's Mr. Midnight back there. You having a snooze, buddy? Yeah, I'm talking to you with the belly. He's showing us his belly right now. Yeah, you got a chubby belly, don't you? I'm gonna pet it later. There's nothing you do about it. Totally bigger than he is. So, on an off-topic thing here, a couple things. So, we're getting close to October. Again, as a brief reminder, my streaming schedule is going to change a little bit come October. My schedule for my regular heartbreaking soul-sucking job is changing. Actually, I'm getting a better schedule, so I'm not complaining about it. I'm going to get off work earlier. So instead of starting at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, as I have been, I'll now be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be starting an hour and a half earlier and running an extra 30 minutes. I'm going to go 8 to 12. So I'm actually streaming 4 full hours instead of 3.5. So that should be cool. Sundays and Mondays are still going to be my YouTube days for Minecraft. That's going to stay the same. Merged Worlds, the D&D story stream, is going to be moving from Thursday to Tuesdays. Every other Tuesday instead of every other Thursday. Wednesday will be the same over on Twitch as it normally is. And as will, I'll be back to streaming Fridays. I'll be taking Thursdays off instead now. So I'll start streaming Fridays and Saturday nights instead of taking Friday off. Excellent. Exactly where we left off. Beauty. Let me get that turned back over. Do I ever play vanilla? No. I honestly don't. Not for any particular reason. I just prefer modded Minecraft, and that's really what most people know me for streaming. So I forgot to put the crusher on that one. Okay, we'll fix that in a minute. Technically, I could run this into the machine instead, but I want to have this closed, so I'm going to wirelessly run it out. I need upgrades on all this stuff. Once I get all these ready to go, then I'm going to actually build the farm part of this. I forgot to put the crusher there. Whoops. Let's make sure this one's configured. Auto config on. Everything looks good there. Show. Well, no, you're completely correct. I would agree, except they know me for modded tutorials. So that's what I meant by that. I've never done a tutorial in a vanilla thing. So everybody knows me from modded Minecraft. That's what I meant by that. All right, so that's good. That's good. That's good. Everything's ready. All they need now is power, and then I have to start building the farm. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves some flux. What the flux, man? What in the flux are you doing? And I know I could just run power cables to this, but I'm just going to do this for laziness. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Clicked on the wrong thing. Did I just put those on the front? I did put that on the front. That's not what I wanted. I just realized I built that backwards. Put power on the top of this one. It's getting it. That works. Okay, everything's got power now. That'll have power. It has power. It just hasn't kicked in yet. Same. Those won't until I put something in it. All right, good deal. So those are up and running. All I have to do now is this. Just going to go here and that. And that is where all of the resources are going to go from that. So I'm done with that. Done with that. Done with that. I need 2 gups. Oh, those are EMC. I gotta remember to do those. Grab both of them because they're both going to the same. I know it's 3 inches away, but I'm gonna have a door there. Factorio didn't wow me. I didn't have really any interest for Factorio. Yeah, I just don't like top-down 2D type games. It's a me thing. After the first 15 years of my life only playing games like on Atari and Nintendo, I just don't want to go back to that type of graphics again. All right. Gotta dig this out so we can put some dirt in real quick. I have Factorio. Actually, somebody gifted it to me once. I gave it a shot. Anytime somebody gifts me a game on Steam, I at least try to play it a little bit. Even not all games make it to stream. I had somebody gift me a game once that is not stream able for adult content. Still flattered, but once in a while someone will gift a game to me on Steam and then they want me to try to stream. For non-Minecraft games, of course, that's stuff I stream over on Twitch, where it's a little bit easier. Satisfactory. I streamed Satisfactory for a series. I just couldn't get into it. It just got too boring for me. The overall like design of the game looked cool. It was a fun looking game. The controls were cool. It just became very monotonous. What's after the Ergas? Here, okay, this would be the best thing I can tell you. If you pull up your Twilight Forest achievement, it actually kind of lists them in order. So you gotta do the Naga, then you do the Lich, then after that, these three are kind of on par. If you haven't done the Hydra yet, you'll need to do the Hydra. Technically, the Ergast is the last one, but you can do it before you kill the Hydra if you don't need to. But I tried Satisfactory again. Why was that so hard to... No! Devil! Ow! You prick. I hate those guys. Hopefully there's not too many of them in here. Right now I'm streaming Subnautica Below Zero over on Twitch. Even though I didn't get to stream it at all last week because of my wife's surgery. But I will be streaming it tomorrow. And a new update just came out for it. I'm pretty stoked about. They added a new... they added a new buildable room, an actual sea truck hub to park into. So I'm pretty excited about that. Okay. Now I'm going to quickly go dig out the other one. So all the digging's done. Diggy diggy do. A2 recently. Gotcha. I'm kind of the same way. I enjoy bouncing to other games. That's why I kind of like Twitch for the non-Minecraft stuff. I'll use refined if a pack has A2. Oh, you're fine. Listen, if you've been here, I say it all the time. Everybody should build both. I built AE2 several times. I highly recommend doing it. I have my reasons for liking simple storage better, but that's 100% opinion. I can give all the arguments for why I like it better, but that doesn't make it better. That just means that's why I like it better. You should build both and then do whichever one you like the best. 100%. I never tell people they should not build it. If it's your first time playing, I recommend building simple storage first because it's easier to make and it's cheaper to make and you'll have it quicker in the game. But at some point, you should build an AE system and see whether or not you prefer that. And as much as I like simple storage, which I do, I love refined storage. Refined storage is the bomb diggity, and I would love to play it, preferably. Kind of best of both worlds there, really. Refined's a good one. All right, there we go. Let's clean up some of this mess. I will need all the dirts. Let me check this one more time. Okay. 3, space for water. I dug out one extra one, but that's okay. Oh. No, I didn't. I don't have that in the middle like I normally do. That's going to irritate the living piss out of me, but all right. So be it. Doesn't have to be. It'll still reach. That's all that matters. Now, damn it. I climbed up on something by accident and it went too high. Let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, space 1, 2, 3. So I missed this little nub at the end. That's going to bug me. Did I do it again? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. No. This one's different. Hold on. I forgot I had an extra space on each side on this one because I was going to build something around it. That's fine. One moment. Super speed. That's good. So that one needs to go away. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Except I was not far enough down. Okay. That will work. That'll play. Gonna need water. Actually, let me just go to bucket. I should have a supreme in bucket. That should be enough. First oil instead of having dirt. Dirt handles it. I mean, if this should provide more than what I need, so I'm not too worried about it. Except for whatever I just did here. What? How in the world is that even happening? Ah, there was an invisible block there. Sneaky and such. See that dirt just sneaking out like that? Ugh. Falling everywhere. Cool. That's going to take too long. See, it's at that moment, Climber, that I feel like I should immediately start saying something like, I have a lot more experience with hoes, that I'm very experienced. Using a hoe is something I'm very experienced. Sometimes I can't help myself. Ooh, I know something else I got to make that I... Oh, man! Oh, this is going to be awesome. I have actually something I need to use the table for once. Yes! Excellent. Sprinklers. That is something that I will like to not have to make the hard way. I don't think you put a bucket in there. You can't. Okay. Put the bucket away. Put the shovel away. Sprinklers. Excellent. If anyone doesn't use something, it's because he did not know it, which is very likely. Or two, did know it, still doesn't do it. You probably don't remember it at the time. That's also very possible. I am horrible for that. You are 100% correct. My mind, not good. Yeah, I didn't think so. I think every time I play, I check to see if I can build and gadget sprinklers. Every time I'm like, I can't remember. And then I can't. Again, in no way am I saying that this farm is going to have the maximum output. It's going to provide what I need using cheap and easy to get materials, which is kind of my process. A lot of times when I build a process, or especially a tutorial, my focus is never to build it, and I shouldn't say never, sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's not to build it the best way, it's to build it the easiest way using the earliest materials you can get in the game. So somebody who's playing for the first time will be able to say, oh cool, I have these things, I can do it. It's why I never add any mods on top of what comes in Sky Factory 4. I don't add anything else to it because I want a new person who downloads the game to have exactly what I have. So if I added even one extra mod, and then they're spending an hour trying to figure out why they can't do the thing I did because they can't find the one component in the JEI that I used, that's going to be very frustrating for them. Project E runs the gambit of still doing that a little bit because it is in here, but somebody watching new may not know what Prestige is. They're going to watch the stream and be like, well, how come I don't have a transmutation table? All right. All right. I'm going to have to make a bunch of lithium seeds, but that I can deal with in just a moment. And again, this isn't a process that takes that long. I'm going to hoe this out in probably 2 minutes or less, so I'm not that worried about it. I did have the better hoe. I can't remember what the better hoe was. It's a hoe that does like everything in an area, but I can't remember what block that is. Being a chunky android, I'm just more worried about accidentally jumping and landing on something. One. I will say I don't like the sound the hoe makes on dirt. That is annoying. I also like the sound of digging gravel and dirt, sand. Just the sound grates on my nerves. I applaud that. It's funny you should say that, because in the city, not in the town I'm in, but in Knoxville, Cherry Street and Magnolia Streets are the streets that you're aware of that that's where you'd go to find a lady of the night. Not that I've been there, or that I've been there. I mean, you still got to drive down to get to places. But all right, now we just need a butt ton of seeds, because that's cool. How did you get octuple compressed netherrack? Fair. So first thing I did is I used nether seeds. I guess I should show those. So I got nether seeds right here. A whole bunch of nether seeds being made up, which I'm going to rip those out now that I've got the achievement. And then I did an auto crafter to turn it into netherrack, specifically. Again, I'm playing in Prestige, remember that. And then I let it build up for a while and built up a decent amount of netherrack. And I manually compressed it myself to get a few of the higher level ones. And once I had a few of the decent, like quadruples and such, then I started using the pair box to duplicate them. And it does not take long to get octuple when you're duplicating everything you have every time. You know what I mean? So if I have 4 quadruple, it's then 8, then 16, then 32, then 64. After that, I have 2 stacks of 64, 4 stacks, 8 stacks. See how quickly that builds up, especially if I've already got it up to 4th, and I just let the nether seeds do their thing and build me up a fair amount before I get to that point. Then you just duplicate, which you're going to do anyways, because you want things like Project E that take 100 points. So you're going to be doing a lot of duplicating to unlock all this stuff. It's a perfect way to get all that stuff. Let's see. Gotcha. Okay, just trying to keep up. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Why did I come up here? Seeds. That's what I came up here for. Seeds. Lithium seeds, which I already have some lithium seeds, because I need those for the reactor, the other reactors. That's just already a thing. So we're going to need to make more lithium seeds. Well, I just made 52. That's not a bad chunk. But we're going to need these. Do I have any of those seeds? I do. 26. That's not enough. I need a lot more. Let's go all the way to base. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do 4 full stacks of seeds. We'll do 6. 6 to be on the safe side. I'd rather have too many than too few. I don't think I let that stack run. Okay. Let's go here. 1, 2. To a school tomorrow, I'm sick of your knee has injuries. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see, I said 6, right? Yep, there's 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have run out. Hurtful. So hurtful. It's okay. It's also fixable. Un momento. Reverse engineering. Orange is the one smack dab in the middle, so it's the one I run out of the most. Okay, now we can go back to lithium. We're doing that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we were short some because I already made some. Good. And the last level we'll need 4, 5, 6. And then it's all lithium seeds from there. I just don't know if I have enough lithium, to be honest with you. I don't have enough lithium. Lithium is a slow. It produces essence slower than some of the other materials, which can be frustrating. So I have enough to get started. We're going to work with that. Which is fine, because technically I've only got one of the reactors up and running anyways. So just having one of these farms up operational should be perfectly fine. The second one I will do probably off camera and get it up and running so we can build up a chunk of materials. Alright, I had enough to do one full farm. Perfect. Fire that up. Now, that'll pull the essence into here. Oops, hold on a second. Give me this. Turn that off real quick. I forgot this. Whitelist. Blacklist. Okay. Now I can turn that on. Okay. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go over here and do that one already. So blacklist that and whitelist that. The reason I do this is any of these seeds have the chance to make that pink essence crap that I never use for anything, and it will clog up your system. You're 100% correct, Hanzo. That's what I was thinking as well. I still have to make matter and everything. I'm going to wait till we do that next stream. This will still let me get stuff built up. I'm not going to make any watches or anything till we get to do that on channel. So, I mean, we may have some time today. We've still got an hour and 10 minutes, so it's definitely possible. All right, we got some in here. We do. There's that. I still have to get all the upgrades in these things. It's pulling them out of somewhere. It's getting them in here, so that's working. All right, cool deal. I've got 2 seeds left. Boop, boop. Now I'm going to turn that on, but that's still enough to get that going. Okay. Knee bursitis and some other thing I cannot remember the name of. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I really am. All right, Climber, have a good one, boss. Enjoy your day, evening, sleep, all of that stuff. All right, let's start with some upgrades. We're going to need many. Many. I got 8 power and 8 speed ready to go. Convenience. Always power first. This will give me a moment to open up my bag of chips. Yes, you will have to listen to me crunch a little bit. These streams are long and I get hungry. Forgive me, please. Y'all done? He's ready for some treats. Alright. I'm going to need a bunch of these, so let's get going. Power upgrades. Okay, what did I just run out of? Pulverized gold. Okay. I'm not moving fast enough. It's bothering me. Get that charging. There. I forgot that I turned that on. Gold. I used it all. That's okay, though. We're going to fix that. Much faster. That's much faster than actually pulling out gold and crushing it, right? Super quick. All right, so let's go back to upgrades. And I was doing power. Should be 8. That's, oops. Right? 8. Yeah, that's 8. Then I'm going to do speed. No, that is wrong one. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Ooh, osmium dust can't go in there. Sneaky. Now we'll start on this side. So that's a machine. Power first. You're a machine. Do you take power? It only takes speed. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It only takes speed because it's solar powered already. This guy takes speed. Does it take power? It does. Okay. And that's a tank. This thing here should also take power. Power. All right, so everything's got a power now. So by the time I think I already did all of those ones, didn't I? Yes. Okay. So now I can go over here and do the other ones. Power's done, so now you get speed. You already got speed because that's all you can do. You get speed. You get speed. Okay. And last but not least, that boy. Okay, cool. All of those are set and good to go. And we should have enough to build our second reactor over here. Again, got to figure out how to do that. All right. We have now created 2 of the 3 fuels we need to make this work. And those 2 were the easy ones. It's building up in there. I'll take it. I'll take it. Water flowing time will make a huge difference on that once we get one in there. Okay. So, we have our fuels going in, right? Here's where the hard part is. Well, one of the hard parts. You have to put a little something right in here, a little device. And it has to be charged with something as well. That's harder to make. And involves some of the same steps we just used over here. By the way, how are we doing for power? Oh, wow. We're actually doing well. If we could get enough fuel running, we might be able to fire this on today. So that's going to be going into the system. And need a configurator. Oh, it's already on output. Oh, good. I already did that. Good. Okay, so that's already done. So this is pretty much all set to go. All we got to do is get our blah, 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 blah put in there. Can't remember the name of it. I know where it is. I know what it looks like. Let's take a look at it. All right, where is it in here? There it is. Whole room. I need a whole room. All right, well, that's the whole thing. Let's go make that. What's our recipe for that? I need gold dust. And I need charcoal, of all things. Okay. Well, this is a good situation to use our other tablet. Charcoal. I don't have any. Okay. We'll fix that. Here, give me wood. Will in a minute. And I said we need some gold dust. Which I already put a few in there, so we're good for that. Let's see. Okay. Also going to need it in block form. Go ahead and learn it. Here we go. Yeah, it's the only time I think of that you actually need it for that, to be honest with you. I only needed one. I made way too many of them. But, again, I'm going to need a second one for the other one. That's good enough. Some things came out of the old mob farm. The mob farm does not go fast when you're in the nether. Where did I put it at? There it is. Now, normally, I'd worry about the whole room, but padap, they're stackable thanks to the junk storage unit. Delicious. All right. So, that's our whole room. Oh. Now, the whole room needs DT fuel. So that's what we need to fill it up with. All right. I need tritium, which is one of the things we just did with all that lithium. And I need deuterium, the thing I'm making on the other side. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take what we've already made to make this. Show you what I need. I need a chemical infuser. Obviously, I don't have the stuff for that because my life works that way. I know I could have made those other ways, but it's just fine. Chemical infuser. Okay? Let's go down here and build this. Because you really don't need that much of it. It's not a process that I need long term. Another reason why I like to put gas tanks in there. I don't even need a big tank. I just need an adequate tank. What did I just run out of? Wow, I've used all my enriched alloy today. Wow, a basic tank should do us though. Oops, except I lost my basic tank. How much is the basic tank hold? 64,000? That should work. The middle spot on the right side of the MC table is to lock an item so you don't need to search it again. I did not. Very cool. Phone charger is dying. That I understand. My mother-in-law's just died too. And I had to get her new one. Input. So here's what's happening. Right? So by filling this up, I have DT fuel. That is way easier than going through and rebuilding everything we just did to do something simple. And then for this, I set that in there and it charges. So I'm going to fill up this tank of 64, because it doesn't take a lot to hold this. And once that's full, I'll unplug those things and go put them back where I wanted them to begin with. Which I'm hoping I can do because I didn't leave a block there. Let me do that real quick. Why did I do block? What a weird word to choose. Silliness. This will work. Try not to step in front of the lasers again. There we go. I'm going to give that a minute to get full. What's this do? Oh, it just shows the bar. Okay. No, mother-in-law's fine. The charger. Good call. So this gets used up when you kickstart this, when you turn it on. Which we might be able to do by the end of the day. It's intriguing. Once it crosses that halfway point, I've never had it not work. So, well, hopefully it'll work. We'll let that run for a few minutes. All right. Done with the building gadget. All right, let's look at some stuff with Project E again. Let's start working towards some gear, huh? Project E. Well, I definitely want to get to the matter. The heart of the matter, which is red matter helmet and gear. But just like anything else, you got to make the black matter gear first. To get that, I just need dark matter. For dark matter, I need Eternus fuel and blocks of diamonds, which those are easy. I really just need one of these, and then I can make it myself. Mobius fuel, which is alchemical coal, which is coal with a philosopher's stone. So that's our first process. Right? Check that out. Made it. Why's that in there? Get out of there. So there we go. We've learned that. Let's toss that in. And next is that one. Again, set that there. 16. Learned it. Whoops. Oh, shoot. I did not mean to do that. Project E. So now I need Eternus fuel, which is this. Which is 4, as you can see. It costs more each step we're taking, but that's okay. And then after that is dark matter, which is that around a diamond block. So now we're going to go and grab that. Let me fix that. Diamond block. Eight. And that's, again, all that it takes to do that. Place to have another elevator? Feasibly, I could. I mean, I'd have to, it would be outside the house. Like, that's way over there to the right. So the elevator would be out past that way over there. It's the only reason I'd have to break through here and dig a tunnel over there to go straight down to that. Again, once I get those up and running, I won't have to go in there anymore. It'll be self-sufficient. So it's a lot right now, but then it'll be fine. Hey, there you go, Baldy. Nice. Said, once you get into the habit of it, you fly right through. Well played. All right. Hat. Booties. Booty cover. Shirt. Easy sauce. All right. So there's Project E. So now we need red matter helmets. So red matter is a combination of Eternus fuel and dark matter, which we just learned that now I can make a bajillion of. But I really only need to make one. Helmet. I don't remember where what the pattern for the shirt is. Oh, okay, so it just goes in the empty spot. We'll do that. Shirt. And whoa! Pants needs things. All right, so the pants needs some extra stuff, it seems. Oh, that's the gem helmet. That's a step up from where I am. That's why. Okay. That's a step higher than what I'm building right now. We'll get to those in a minute. This does not give creative flight. Must be the gem one that does. All right, so gem is the next one. So gem, this is the final. It actually takes some of the accessories that you make to take it to the final level. Night vision comes with that. But I don't need night vision. I have that already. And the chest gives nothing special. Legs give nothing special. Gravity greaves. Hurricane boost. Step assist. I hate step assist. Give it a set or supreme is still better. No, these are better. Ruby armor is better. Ruby armor is the best. If I remember correctly. We're going to find out. Sorry, that was rude. Probably muffled. Alright. I need to make these 3 things. I need a Klein Star. She's a Klein Star Sphere. She's a Klein Star Veer. She's a Klein Star Dree. She's a Klein Star Zwie. She's a Klein Star Ein. Everybody get all that? Oh. I forgot to. Oh, I need to stack them. Alright, again. Okay. So where'd all the Klein stars go? Let's see. Here they are. So here's all of them in order. I need to make each one. So I need 4 of these to make the next one. Easy enough. Oh, I know. Klein. They are not stackable. They are chargeable. There's that one. And we'll need 4 of those. I think if I remember correctly, it's basically... I hate that won't auto go in there. There's that one. We'll need this stuff for a lot of other things later, so... Only benefits us to do it now. 3, 4... There's that one. Klein Star Sphere. Oh, that one was nice enough to be at the front, huh? 3, 4. Yeah. Klein Star Omega. Bwong. I think that's the highest one. Yes, I needed an Omega. Alright, so I have the Omega. Now I need an Evertide Amulet, which is 3 of these and 6 waters. That's pretty easy. Let's grab some of those. Matter. 5. And it was that one.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
What the hell? Must be upstairs. That's not...
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That's odd. I don't know where he came from. Okay. So we made that part. Oh, wait. Hang on a second. Get all those in there. What does it have? Really good armor. Amazing tools. The tools are what I want even more than the armor. But my favorite thing in the whole pack is the Watch of Flowing Time. That guy right there. We are totally going to make many of those after we get the gear done. Alright, so now I need a soul stone. Okay. I need 2 of those. Soul stone. Where'd it go? Head, you, that, go. Learn that. Did I learn that one? I think I did already, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. Alright, so that's the headpiece. We now should be able to make that. Gem helmet. Again. Making sure to do each one of these. The hammer and the guitar. That's correct. They are... It's like 2 half paxels, if you will. The guitar and the Morning Star. And they are very fat. They combine all the other tools, but they're pretty savage. Let's see. I need another one of those. Okay. All right, so let's do this. I need some of that. I need some of that. And it looks like I need one of these omegas for each piece. So, and for the chest piece, it was that one. Trying to make sure I learn everything so I don't have to do this in the future. Chest piece, bam. Chest piece. Now we need the booty covers. Already got Omega. Black hole band. Black hole band. Okay, gotta make an iron band first. Gonna need another one of these guys. Okay, well, I've got the stuff on me to make it, so we'll just do it that way. Need a band. Putting the band back together. There's that. And the booty needs a watch of flowing time. How much I love you. We're going to use that so much. In a minute, I'm going to show you why we're doing the watch of flowing time. Why it's so important. Booty. Why you no take ring? Alright, last one. Boots. And for the boots, I had Mega. Swiftles, I need 2 of the same thing. Well, that's convenient. You know what? I don't even know why I did that. I could have just... I'm a fool. Pay no attention to Draven. Could have just made one of those the easy way. I need 2 of those. So let's just make another one like this. Oh, it's not called ring. Swift. Footies. Let's make sure I've got all the parts in there. Yes, create a flight. I think I've got the... Even with the without the speed charm, you have the benefits of a much faster movement automatically. You can turn on auto step, it's just one, but I like it because there is no auto step, and I hate auto step. See, I can't get over it. Love it. I think there's... Wait a minute. Let me make sure. I could be wrong. Let me make sure. Yes, no auto step. Excellent. I'm going to continue to use the speed charm, though, because I want to go even faster. All right. So there's that. So it gives different abilities. Night vision if I want it on. I don't think that has anything. Gravity Greaves, that's what lets you fly. And Hurricane Boots, step assist. But armor-wise and everything, it's a good stuff. Okay, now I'm very fast. Maybe too fast. Okay. Yes, so that is good sauce. Watch of Flowing Time is half of the combination we need. We also need a pedestal. Where's it at? There it is. I need dark matter block and red matter. Okay. That. First of all, let me do this. So I don't have that in there yet. There's a bunch. That's enough. That's fine. And pedestals. Gimme. Yes. All right, I'll show you why I want these things. All right, so watch a flowing time, dark matter pedestal. Let's go to the overworld for this. It'll make a little more sense. I'll switch worlds again. Okay. So, watch a flowing time has a couple different effects, right? I'm sitting here, looking at the clouds are coming towards me. I can fast forward time. Now time is moving faster. Or I can rewind time. And then the clouds will go the other direction. So, off, fast forward, rewind, or off. So you can change the direction of time. I can actually make time go backwards if I want to. Okay? I wanted to show you with the clouds. That's why I came here. But if you put it on a pedestal, its effects become localized. I'm so much faster now. What in the world are you doing here? Unacceptable. Must have some darkness spots here I'm unaware of. Okay. Now I may have to sacrifice a seed. I can't remember what the range on the watch of flowing time is. But I want to get it in the middle, so I'm going to sacrifice a seed to do that. As soon as that one harvests. You can see how much faster the plants are popping up now. It's faster than any other growth method combination you can come across. Almost the whole field is getting grown before the harvester pulls it. That's why I wanted to have a factory, to make sure I was keeping up with it. Because you got to worry about that, right? If I'm going to have that going, I got to make sure it's going to have enough time to get everything out that it needs to. That's why you got to watch that. If it started to be more backed up, I'd have to go one more level higher on my factory. The one thing that helps here is that the harvester only pulls on its cycle. So I don't have to worry about it going too much further than this. I'll have a full harvest each time it yanks, which should help build that up. Oh, let's take a minute to put these back. Is that full now? Wow, that's still not full. That's still enough. I got enough there. What's this? Let's go put these back now. And then this guy, he's just going to hang out in the corner because we're going to use him to refill our hulkums whenever we need it. This stuff is legit just going to go away. Ah! Missed. Ah! Yep. Yeah. Ah! One problem, I'm going too quickly. By the way, this is what Draven looks like now. The armor has full covering of your skin other than my chin, basically. Still hurts a little. What am I doing with that? Oh, yeah. We're getting there. We are getting there. We may fire it on right before the end of the night. Alright, let's see. Any of this stuff going to go in there? Oh, slime balls. Excellent. Are you not getting power? That's strange. Oh! I accidentally broke the cable when I took that. I didn't realize that. That's my fault. Darn it. I broke a cable and didn't realize it. Whoopsie-doo. One moment. I'm just going to recharge up this armor. Not that I really need it, but you know. I'm going to put it on an armor stand. I've already got some of the other armors I've worn and found stuff. And that in, put that in. There, I'll charge that up. Armor stand. There we go. Cool. Yeah, because this here, the uncrafting grinder was above that, and when I broke it to bring it downstairs, I probably went too far and broke the cable and didn't even notice it. That's the first time I've tried to charge it. All right, so dark matter, that does not have it. We're just taking a look here to see if any of this stuff has EMC. Cyan concrete. Does anybody remember me making cyan concrete for something? I don't remember making that. Interesting. Well, so be it. It's got EMC. It's going in. Oh, I know why. That's part of the outside of the dome where I was digging the hole out. That's where that came from. That makes sense. So batteries do not have EMC. Ocelot seeds do, though. Cool. Throw that in there. Files do. That's handy. I know I'm going to use those. That's empty. None of the droid stuff does, sadly. Let's see. Do I have anything else here in particular that I know I need to get in there? Right now, I don't think there is. Okay. So, watch of flowing time. Again, one of the snazzy things. Hello, buddy. Now, the accessories are pretty cool as well. And some of these will work if you put them on a pedestal as well. Accelerate growth of nearby crops. Harvests nearby grown crops. And activates every half a second. So I've never really messed with the Harvest Goddess band, but I thought that might be something interesting, because if it harvests it, what does that do? Does it just sit on the ground? Like I said, harvest it and then it falls to the ground? If so, I'd still need an item collector. But I'd be interested to see what that does. Let's see, what's this? Nothing, it's a base. Sucks in nearby items. So the black hole band is basically a stronger magnet, and it dumps it into adjacent inventories. So if I set that on a pedestal, it does the same thing as an item collector. It grabs stuff and then throws it into whatever inventory is next to it. Fires arrows at nearby mobs if it's on a pedestal. So Archangel's Smite. It's just a damage-based thing. We did that one. Nearby mobs combust. So just by wearing this, mobs burst into flame every 2 seconds. Does the same thing with freezing. Shoots lightning at nearby mobs when on a pedestal. Gives 18 bonus ticks nearby blocks every tick. Each tick nearby mobs move at 0 point time, so it slows down mobs. That's the watch. It's one of the things it says, but I find it better for other stuff. Condenses items on the go. Press G to change target. Right click to set up blacklist, whitelist. So basically, Gem of Eternal Destiny, if I was picking up netherrack, it would naturally condense it. So if I was in the nether and I'm mining netherrack like a madman, it's just going to keep condensing it all the way up to octuple as long as I go. So there's that one. Divining Rod. I haven't used those for anything. I haven't used those. Condenses items on the go. Same type of thing. That one doesn't work. Some of these are inactive. You can't use them for anything. This will restore your hunger. So if you're not an android, just having one of these near you will feed up your hunger. Fill it up just by being... The last time I did Project E, I did not play as an android. So I had one of those like right next to my crafting area. So every time I was over here messing on stuff, it just fed me automatically. So that one feeds you. This one heals you, same way. This one sucks in XP orbs, so it's just like an XP pylon. This one does both hunger and hearts, so it does both of them. So that's a double whammy. It combines those two. Evertide Amulet creates rain and snowstorms. Ready for it? Prevents rain and snowstorms. Attempts to stop weather every 1 second. This is the only thing in Sky Factory 4 that will stop the weather. I'm in the domes, so I don't care. But if I was on the overworld, yes, putting this down will keep it from raining all over you all the time. Some of these are just catalysts used for bigger stuff. Tome of Knowledge is a book that's supposed to teach you about E, but there's no recipe. The tablet, we're going to make one of those here in just a second. Book, okay, can't pull the book out. These don't have recipes. They don't have recipes. Do they have durability? That's a great question. Let's find out. I don't believe they do. Let's see. Let's see if we can find. What we're looking at. Evertide Amulet. Also, oh, I forgot. This one acts as a flamethrower. We'll go upstairs and I'll show them. So, oh, I have mine. I have to rebind it. Hang on a second. I have to rebind it. It's conflicting there. Controls. There we are. Project E. There it is. Whoops. Oh, which direction was it? There it is. Down at the very bottom. So, R, which is fire projectile. I'm going to have to change that to something else. What could I change that to? Am I using that for anything? I am. Okay. Am I using that? I am. That? I am. That? I am. Oh, I'm not doing that one. That'll work. Okay. So I'm not going to use this much, but... Sploosh! So basically, for like when you're building your farm, if you got to fill up your water, right? And as you can see, it did not pull any durability off that. That's appears to be constant. Give me a second. I got to... that real quick. Move away from anything important. Skadooch! Okay, that one did not create lava. I thought that was supposed to create lava. Maybe that only works on mobs. Ugh. Where was it at? There it is. As an infinite full lava bucket. Right click to fill tanks. Okay, so you can fill tanks with it that way. Also float over water. I actually have that ability already from androids, so.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Pop. Not worried about it. Yeah. Flight, not super fast without boosts, but it'll do. Yes, they do not appear to have any type of durability issue. Cool. AMC fuel, battery or fuel. That's right. It's been so long since I've messed with Project E. I don't remember a lot of this stuff. I have to refigure it out. Very cool. All right, so fusion reactor. That's what we're working on right now, right? So how's this going? Still sticking at 64, so that's good. I'm interested to see if this goes up or down. We're going to give it a moment. It went up. Good. So that means my fission reactor is currently still producing more power than I'm using to charge the lasers and all the machines I've connected to it. Good. Why'd that stop? Oh, it's nighttime. That's not getting any sunlight. Okay. Well, can't be done. And this is definitely building up. I may not even need the second one, to be honest with you, but it won't hurt. Make sure I'm not getting any clogs in here. I'm getting some clogs in here. So this is producing faster than that can run. I had concerns. I had concerns about that. All right, that's okay. That is an easy fix. That was not what I meant to break with that. Damn it anyways. Okay, let's try that again. Draven makes boo-boo. Is there anything in there? No, good. Fix that. Whitelist essence. Let me put that back on. Better safe than sorry. Hey, Buff. Hey, Squirt. What you doing? Oh, you got something in your eye. Let me get it. There you go. Hey, baby girl. Yes. So then this will have to go into our Decima thing. Which I need to give it power again. Buffy, your butt's in the way. I can't see, Buffy. Her butt's in the way. I'm going to need another item extraction cable because I used up the extra one. Sweetie, I can't see when you're standing in front of me, baby. There. That is working again. Now, I can upgrade this to one step higher, which wouldn't be a bad idea either, just to be on the safe side, but that is working now. So even though that's kicking out at pretty good speed, it's still making it faster than this can take it. So until I build the second reactor, I may not even need to use that farm over there. I might use that farm for something else completely. What you doing, Buff? You can't have chips, sweetie. No chips for Buffy. I just broke Buffy's heart. I told her she can't have any chips. I'm such an abusive person. How are we doing for our laser here? Ooh, we are dangerously close. I better make sure I've got everything set in here. I haven't done this in forever. It's going to suck if I did it wrong. That's not important. That's good. That's good. See, it says 0, but I could have sworn I changed the rate to 2. When I come in here, it says minimum rate 2. I don't know if it actually changed or not. Hey, Squirt. You're right in the way, babe. There it is. I had to hit enter. Aha. Now it's 2. Okay, there we are. Thought I hit enter last time. What are you doing, baby? You need some treats? Oh, I bet you need some treats. Give me a second to get her some treats while I let that charge. Come here. There's treats right there, baby. There's treats right here, sweetie. There's some treats for you. There you go. Literally a bowl of treats 3 feet from me. I don't know if that's what she wanted or not after all. All right. Hey guys, we're at 25 likes today. Thank you very much, everybody who's clicked like on the video. I really appreciate that. That is boss. This is so close. We could probably fire it up now, but oh, you know what I just realized? I forgot to turn this back on. That is, and again, that was still running. That's empty now. Okay, so now it should start catching up. All right, cool. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? So what I'll do is I think I'm going to build the other reactor and have it here. I got to figure out how to use water. That's the next thing. How do I water cool it to produce more power? Let's take a look. Here's my thing, right? So all the parts you need for that reactor is down here. Right? The turbine is a different component altogether. So if these are all the parts that I need to build this reactor, there's nothing here that works with water. Do I just need to put water in it? Cobblestone cauldron and a furnace lab. Excellent. Knocking out page 1. Again, it gets even easier each time you do it, right? Receipt from Apple. Oh, that's right. I got a message saying my receipt. I'm like, I didn't buy anything, but that's my extra storage. I forgot. Got to have extra storage. All right. I think that's it. I mean, do I just put water in it? The other one's air cooled. It just has air in it. Do I have to fill it with, like water source blocks? It's so hard to tell. I'm just not a smart person. Taking a look here real quick. Let's see. Let's see what I've got here. So I guess for what little I'm seeing here, it takes water and steam. So I'll have to do a little bit of research on that. I won't be able to do that right now. We got 20 minutes left. Let's see. We've got so much stuff done today. I'm so pleased with this. So that's not where I wanted to go. Let's take a look. So today we got the little chicken thing done. That was done. We got our compressed octuple done, which is great. So next week we're going to tackle the steam or the water cooled mechanism reactor, and then we're going to work on the matter overdrive fusion reactor, because the last thing we're going to tackle is going to be this again. This is a process. This will take a lot of work to build this reactor. I've done it now. I know how to do it. It just takes a whole lot of work to do it. And I never actually did a tutorial on it. So I'm going to, because people have asked me to. So, I mean, it's just an ungodly amount of work. I don't know how I would do a tutorial for something that huge. You know what I mean? It's going to take hours to build it, put it together, get the fuel together. I would almost have to break it down into like 10 smaller. That's why I didn't do it last time. Because I was like, nobody wants an hour-long tutorial, you know? But here's a catch-22, something that I've learned while making these tutorials. My whole goal is to make them short and easy and to the point. But sometimes they still take 15 to 20 minutes long. If they're long, people get irritated. I get negative comments. To make them shorter, I can, instead of showing how to make the fuel, like in one tutorial, I can say, here's how you make the fuels. In the second one, I'll be like, here's how you put the fuels in. And I link the tutorial for how to make the fuels. But in that tutorial, I just use creative tanks to provide the fuel. So I can show you how to connect it up. Every time. You didn't show us how to make the fuel. Blah, blah, blah. I linked it in the description, guys. If I didn't, it was going to be an hour long, and you're going to be mad at that. I can't catch 22. It's hard to know what to do. But that one's so big, I just don't know how I would break it into tutorials. What do you use to power the deep learning in the compact machine? I am running upgradable geothermals, which is what I run for most everything. I'm running 4. These things do take a lot of power. I'm sorry. I'm running 4 of them to run 6 deep mob learning setups. And I've got, and it's also running all of my, I'm sorry, so not 6. 6 plus 2 over here. So 8 plus a few other machines that are creating my blazing pyrotheum. So 4 is doing a good chunk of that, or is handling all of that very easily. I have no lack of power in any way. It more than compensates. And my blazing pyrotheum, I've got 7 million millibuckets of that. I don't use it enough. Well, it's still getting there, but Do I have anything pouring? Oh, I don't. I finished up everything. I really, at this point, don't need to do this anymore. I don't. Now that I have Project E, I don't have to smelt anything. I just straight up don't. I'm just going to do this. One of those, 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 one of those. Not all of these will go in there, probably. Not all of these will go in, but most of them will. All the ones that went in there, I can now just pull out with Deep Mob Learning. So I don't need them anymore. And that's pretty much everything except tritium, which I have a ton of. Hey, Mr. Moog, what's up? So that'll take care of all my ingots. And I don't think I put emerald in there. Let's go ahead and grab that. And I'm trying to think of anything else. The ores in their natural state. No, I can take those apples out of there. I don't need them for anything, but you know, more EMC. So yes. I'm trying to think of what else there is. Right, I do have a basic tutorial showing how to make a reactor work with basic fuel. That's correct, Gorb. I made that one forever ago. But I never made one on the maximum size. You know? And that's the thing. Then I have to look at it this way. Do I build a tutorial on how to make a maximized sized one and make it work? And then do I do a second one for showing how to do the same thing, but use it at a higher fuel type in order to get the achievement, right? Because you can get the thing to work with just basic fuels, and it's still going to provide you an ungodly amount of power. But if you want to get this achievement, which is the hardest part of it, you have to use some of the higher fuels. So I feel like I should do one for how to build the biggest one. You've made me just think of something, and now I have to look at it. One moment. I don't know if I've ever done a tutorial for crystal sulfate, which I hate. It's the worst thing. Let's see. I don't think I've ever done a tutorial for sulfate. I have not. I'll have to do a tutorial for crystallized sulfate. Yike. Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, I could get a ton of tutorials out of it. For content, it'll be great. I just want to make sure I'm doing it in a digestible way. You know what I mean? I want to make sure I'm doing it in a way that people can gain benefit of it and that they don't have to spend their afternoon watching them all. So I feel breaking them, like you said, breaking them down into a bunch of smaller parts. Somebody may not need the whole thing. They don't want to watch an hour to find the 5 parts they need. That's the whole purpose of my channel, is to eliminate that. So you don't have to watch an hour to find 5 minutes. So the more bite-sized parts that I can break it into, the easier it may be for people. So I may have to just sit down, buckle down. Once I get it built again and we've got it up and running and it's fresh in my mind, I'm probably going to have to sit down, buckle down, and put some tutorials. In the meantime, I'm going to make one for junk storage. Now I'm going to make one for Exchange Gadget, now that I've realized I've not made one for Exchange Gadget. Get up there. Let me see. Animal Rancher, I've got to do one for that. Actually, let me make that an X so I remember that. Because I'd never used the Animal Rancher before this stream. Junk in my trunk, that's the junk storage one. So that one's going to be a tutorial. I should do a tutorial on how to make the walrus. It serves absolutely no purpose other than I love the walrus. I should totally make a tutorial for that and just sit back and see how many comments like, why is this here? Why is there... This is stupid. There'll definitely be a bunch of them. Let's see, Dark Toasto. I didn't do one on how to do the Dark Toasto. Someone asked me to do a tutorial on that. That's not hard. I'll probably do one of those. I don't think there's anything else in here that I hadn't already done. Autobooks just didn't work because of the compact machine issue we were having. Although, now that I'm not teleporting, it seems to have fixed most of that. You know what I mean? I was having that issue before. I think we've got that mostly fixed. Well, guys, we're in the last 10 minutes. Let's go see if we can fire up a reactor, right? Worst case scenario, it doesn't work, and I let it charge up again for next week, right? But we are at the halfway point. We are where we're supposed to be. You guys ready to see a mechanism reactor get fired up? If Draven did this correctly. Whoa! Draven just learned something. Okay. The Holram is ready to go. Induction rate set at 2. That's just the power rates that it makes. Statistics. Minimum ejection rate 2. Ignition temperature. Maximum plasma. Blah, 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 blah. Passive generation 200,000 KRF. All right. Here's where we make the magic happen. All right, guys. I'm going to fire this up. We're going to see if it works. Hope so. Pap! It worked. That is the visual you get when it's working. Very nice. So basically what that did is it shot a blast of power in there. That's what kick-started it. That's why I like to use the glass one. Made it the whole stream? Well, we were happy to have you, WW. Hi, Buffy. I know. You want to play. Fall in the Void. How to Fall in the Void. I should do a couple just joke ones in there. I like that. There we go. We have a fully operational, air-cooled mechanism reactor with plenty of fuel. In fact, that tank is still going up. So even though the machine is running, gas is increasing. That's what I want to check. I want to make... This one's going to be a little bit harder because it's currently nighttime, I think. That's still going up as well. So even though both the reactors fully running now, I'm producing more fuel than I'm using. And that's the important part. And what I'll do is I'll put just another item extraction cable coming off the side of this and build the second reactor. And it should be good. Groovy. Well, kids, that's a heck of an achievement. A heck of an achievement. Let's go over here and take a look. It is producing power. That number is dropping. Although I don't know why. Or maybe that it's using up the power that's in there. But hopefully, there we go. Now that seems to be. It is still going up. That's what I wanted to check. 72, 73, and it's going up faster than it was before. And to be honest with you, I don't need these lasers anymore. I'm not turning that off. So I'm actually going to deconstruct this, and we're going to use these same parts to build the next one. And that'll also be less power usage. By the way, those lasers will destroy things. See? Oh no, it's breaking holes in my world. Whoops. I'll have to fix those holes I just burned up. Get it all? Fall in the hole. Fall in the hole. I have a heck of a jump. Oh, wow. That's interesting. I didn't realize that before. So with this armor on, check this out. I'm just going to hold the space bar down. I don't have a jump. I just have a glide. And I can click twice to have creative flight like normal. Or I can just hold the space bar down to go as high as I want. And then I genuinely float down. So I always have... That's pretty cool. I like that. Let me get a piece of brick to fix this. Buffy, what'd you do that for? She pulled the straw out of my straw cup. Oh, goodness, sweetie, you got goopies all over your eye. There you go. You guys can see Buffy a little bit today. All right, so that's definitely a little bit less power now. Now that I'm not charging those currently. And that is moving up at a fair speed. Because, again, I need this thing as high as possible before we start messing with the nuclear craft reactor. Because it has to run every power cell. It's just going to be... I'm literally going to have a flux point on every single block getting power. I'm not even going to fool around with it. Because I'm not going to be slightly short and then it not work. You know? That would be insane, man. Is this building up? Yes. 9, 5, 4. Interesting. Okay. Well, how's that? That was the big goal for the day, and we got it working. We got all the fuels up and running. We built an extra farm. And in the middle of that, we did a whole bunch of Project E stuff, which wasn't originally on my plot for the day until I realized I made enough points to get it. So by the time you guys come back, I will have a second one of these over here with fuels ready for it to go. I won't fire it up. I may start to get charging, though, because we have to figure out how the water thing works. And if I find that the water thing makes the construction of it different, I won't build it. I'll wait. We'll do it together. If it's build the same thing, but then I got to plug water into it somehow, then that's fine. I'll just build it normal, and we'll figure out the water thing together. But I'll get it charging, so we don't have to wait till the end of the stream to fire it on like this time. So at least after we're done building what we want, I can have that laser charging before I build any of this. So we'll get that part going. And make sure we have plenty of fuels to run both of these. So I'm pleased. All right, well. And then, of course, like I said, the big guy over here, he's still working. I haven't bothered to... I could put more power stuff in there. Because, I mean, at this point, I'm drastically cooled. I could put just some more cells in there and not have any problems with it. But that's going up, and that makes me happy. All right, cool. Well, we got a lot done today. We got a couple achievements out of the way, but we got some big things done. That mechanism reactor is not an achievement or an advancement or a requirement or anything to progress in the Sky Factory 4, but man, does it make turning on a maximum-sized fusion craft reactor from nuclear craft so much easier. It is definitely a beast, and it's actually, in Sky Factory 4, it's my favorite reactor, the one we just built. Takes a little bit extra work to get the fuel going, but once you've got that fuel up and running like we do, and now it's running by itself, it's a beast. And the water-cooled one's supposed to make twice as much. So I'm excited to get that in the mix. We get both of those things hooked onto that induction matrix. I think we'll have more than enough power to do everything we need for nuclear craft. Now, that's it for today. But hey, remember, guys, I have a Twitch channel. And if you have a Twitch channel, you should totally give me a follow. I stream other crafting, survival-y type games over there as well. Tomorrow, I'll be doing some Subnautica Below Zero. It's a new update out. They've added some new stuff, primarily a sea truck docking bay. I'm excited to build that. So we're going to get that up and going and see how that works. So I'll be doing that on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll probably be doing a little No Man's Sky in the morning. And then I'm not sure what we're doing in the evening. It might be more Subnautica, or we may jump into the new Conan Exiles stuff. I haven't decided yet. I got lots of options. But we do lots of other stuff over there. Give us a follow over there. We'd love to have you. But most importantly, please remember to give a like on this video, even if you're watching this 10 years down the road. It has a huge amount of benefit on the channel, and I appreciate it. And also, thank you very much, Gaming Bazooka, for the follow over on Twitch. Thank you I appreciate that. And thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I had a great time tonight, and hopefully you guys did too. Yes, I'm coming, sweetie. We'll have pets in a minute. You like my hat? She doesn't. It's a new hat. You folks have yourselves a wonderful evening. I will be back here again next Sunday night. Same fat time, same fat channel. And we'll be doing a little bit more of Minecraft Sky Factory 4, okay? Have yourselves a great week, and I will see you later.